Oh my god.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy night tonight. And hello, everyone, and welcome to the Greyhawk channel, where tonight we tell a liberation story. We seek to liberate the province of Geoff from hill giant and other giant control. And I'm your storyteller, dungeon master, whatever, for the evening. Sean, also known as Throck. All my stuff's right here. You can come find me wherever you like. And I'm very excited to be here with this wonderful group of human beings for the evening. And I believe my mic's too soft, so I'm going to turn it up. Please, someone confirm for me that I sound better to you in chat.
I think you sound lovely.
I think you sound lovely. Okay.
Well, it's good because I'm sucking up so hard right now. So there you go.
All right. So, I kind of want to hop right into it tonight. So let's go around and get everyone to say hi in counterclockwise order. So let's start with Flying Scurious.
Hi, thanks, Shauna. I'm playing Madeline Arkenwald, human, noble, and archer.
Yes. Zippy.
Hi, I'm Zippy Zippo. I'm playing Colin. He's a Griffin rider with no social skills.
Factual.
Wait, who's next?
You!
Abby.
Is it me? I thought
Yes.
you said Abby. I wasn't sure. Okay,
I
but
did.
yes. Hello, my name is Abby, otherwise known as Abigator Frenzy, but tonight I'm going to be playing Eliwick Humblebumble, who is a gnome druid.
And 4.
It's me, 4. I will be playing Rolf. Well, let's say his full name because we might need it. Rolf Humdun. He is an orc cleric of Luthic, and that's all I'll tell you for now.
Excellent. And I'm blanking on people's names tonight because I'm horrible. Atomic Firebird.
Yes. Well, I am Sir Lawrence Andrew Wells, but this evening I shall allow myself to be portrayed by the human Brit. Yes, at Atomic Firebird. Yeah. It sounded funnier in my head to do all that. All right, goodbye. We're done.
My brain is so full of Luthic lore that I can't even remember my players' names.
A nuclear phoenix, though, sounds like the most badass thing ever.
I know, that's so cool.
Can I? No.
I really, really wish that it was that cool, but I needed a screen name because my screen name previously was really, really stupid. And I had one of those atomic fireball candies.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
But
I like birds. Atomic fireball. I like birds.
it's just like mine, Zippy Zippo. I was sitting there playing with my Zippo and doing Zippo tricks. And I was like, wow, I'm pretty zippy with these Zippo tricks. And I was like, bam, Zippy Zippo.
I have you all beat. Abigator Frenzy is my superhero name, so yeah.
My name is based on a certain medical condition that you should probably just look up because I don't know the rating of this channel. And so I try to not. It's yes. It's a bit adult. But who wants to tell me what happened? What? Yeah.
No,
Who wants to tell me what happened?
I just knew that. I don't want to.
Oh, come.
No.
Somebody else.
Someone say
Hi.
what happened.
Welcome. Liberation of Geoff. We gathered together a force of small people. A small force of people to essentially do secret missions and private missions and impactful things that an army cannot do because of their large. They would get smacked because they would see them coming. And guess who didn't see us coming? The giants at this castle, this fortress that we have snuck into. And it's something else because we were hoping to release and cause an uprising with all the orc slaves that would help us take over this place and take down the giant chieftain. We were able to slay the cruel jailer, and then we discovered that there were other things beneath this place. Rolf, when he escaped, this was just a giant fortress. It was giants were the only thing we had to worry about, but now we have to worry about walking brains and dark, mysterious things from below. And every orc, I assume, as well as a few other individuals, have had some sort of debilitating curse or something broke within them, and they are merely husks of what they once were. And in a violent rage at seeing his kinsmen, he thought they might have been irreversibly stricken by this, meaning his whole clan might have been, his whole tribe might have been destroyed while he was trying to get aid. Well, it turns out that there might be something he can do to remove this terrible thing that has stricken them. And as such, he has called upon Luthic, his god, the cave mother, to intervene.
Yes.
She did.
Our party is deep, one level below Pregmere Keep, the first of a number of large fortresses within Geoff that are being held by the combined armies of giants, and here they are to free a number of orc slaves who seek to rebel against their giant masters and turn them into a fighting force. But when they got downstairs, they found out that there was some sort of mind control happening where they were just acting as mindless slaves, and they ran into Illithid. And they freed a storm giant who was apparently a slayer of giants by the name of...
that guy's so cool.
A frost giant by the name of Harshnag.
Frosty boy.
Who is apparently a slayer of giants. And we meet our party now. Just as Rolf, having secreted himself away in one of these holding pens full of orcs, calls on his deity Luthic. And he rolled a 1. Summoning his god, or rather, being summoned to the presence of his god.
Yeah.
Rolf, you stand in a swamp outside the mouth of a cave. Striding towards you is a female orc, 3 to 4 times the size of a normal orc, with giant, almost bear-like claws. Her skin has a blue cast to it, and she has white war paint across a bare chest. You see on her the scars of motherhood, and she strides towards you and says, "Traitor! You come to me after slaughtering my children! You failed to give them an honorable death. A righteous death!" And she slams a claw across your chest. Take 30 points of damage.
Oh.
Very well.
I greet your insolent pleas outside my cave. This womb is closed to you. Slash. Whoosh. Please take 30 points of damage.
Okay.
You were a shepherd, and instead of delivering life, delivering pain, you delivered treason. How dare you supplicate before me in your hour of treachery? Kneel, imp, and speak.
Rolf Humden falls to his knees. And he says, "Blessed Cave Mother, I am, as you say, the fury of my lineage of Grumsh overran me, despair took me. But now that I have seen this error, this grievance, this sin, I ask you to help me make it right, to bring blood upon those who have enslaved our kind, your sons, your daughters. I am out of power, nearly. Help me save the honor of those who I slew unfairly, grant me create undead at 6th level. And they will rise and take this keep.
She smacks you across the head.
Ah!
Backhand. It does no damage.
Okay. All right.
You choose the mockery of undeath rather than seeking to free your own people. And she spits. You are a life giver, yet you seek false life. Have you learned no lessons from me?
I cautioned them. I told them not to come with the giants and join their army. They sold themselves. And when I seek to save them, what do I find? Empty heads. When I sought to cure them of this, Mother, either send me to whatever hell you see fit for me, or send me back so I may avenge in your name as a claw.
You wish absolution.
For 20 lives? Yes. I will slay.
You wish blood.
I have seen perhaps too much blood from the womb seeping, and my efforts to save have been quenched now. I fear I seek blood of battle. And only you can offer it to me.
You will be the instrument of your own absolution. Sacrifice, willingly given, will be the key to your sins. And you see her reach with blooded claw into her own chest and pull out a seed. In her hand, it grows into a placental bag, green with blood sparks, and she says, "Feast. And when the time comes, you will know how to use the gift I have given you."
Yes, Mother.
Feast!
And I consume it!
Regain all your spell slots.
Hot damn.
And with that, you're teleported back. You feel a pulling to the northwest of this cave, as if the answer you seek is off in that direction somewhere.
I walk out of the room.
Wait, Rolf? I had a look into
Rolf, you don't notice it at first, but there is permanent, deep, red, 3-clawed scar now across the front of Rolf's face. And it runs down to his neck and underneath his, whatever tunic, shirt, armor, mail you're wearing.
Okay.
But regain 30 hit points. You don't get them all back. You got a lesson to learn here.
No.
But
Oh, of course, of course. All right. Rolf turns to all of you and says, "Keep silent. We must go west of here." down that hallway.
You decided against the plan.
Oh,
of
I'm
going
sorry,
up to the top.
northeast. I am just terribly bad at directions.
I'm
Northeast.
If you're trying
Yeah,
to get
no.
so
I am just terribly bad at directions.
Okay. Actually, in that case, I say we'll head back this way,
Okay.
and I want us to check up here.
What's everyone's reaction to Rolf coming out with this on him? And also looking a little wounded.
Yeah, Eliwick is immediately like, Rolf, what did you do to yourself? Rolf, no, come.
did he come out of a room or did
Mm-hmm.
The room, yeah.
So for all you all know, as he walked into this room here, and about 5 minutes later walked back out again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hand on Ellie's shoulder to just kind of gently stop her from continuing to go after Rolf. Miss Ellie, I think that we probably shouldn't ask him. It's
Hey Rolf, what's with your face?
Luthic has struck me, rightfully so.
This is why I don't fuck with gods. And then Colin follows behind Rolf on with Nias.
Lawrence is just gonna turn back to everyone else who's not Colin and just make this face of all right then.
Oh.
I feel
It's strong.
the
Go ahead.
pull. I feel the direction of holy matrimony.
Who's getting married?
This way.
Seems
Yeah. Go
less
ahead.
crazed. Oh, so he seems less. He sees more in his faculties now than he has before, and that's the direction that you want to go, correct, Miss Ellie?
Eliwick, meantime, has kind of skittered back to the room and looked around where he just came out to see if there's anything left in there. As she's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
check.
that's north, I think, was the way.
Yeah.
What the
I like that it's
All the
funny.
orcs are still alive.
Yeah, they're still alive.
What the fuck is going? You got.
I'll try and go up ahead of them. All the yelling.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's
Try and clear it out.
really appreciate it.
Yeah. If you're gonna go up, are you gonna go up ahead of Rolf and Colin? Is that your?
Yeah, I'm gonna go as maybe at least
Make a
like
stealth
30
check.
feet ahead. All right. Oh, that's right.
Stealth.
Okay. I'm gonna take control of your character for just a second.
Okay.
As you come up and around the corner, you start seeing this strange green glow at the end of this long rubble-strewn hallway. It seems to be pulsating, and the closer you get to it, the more that pressure that's been kind of ever present at the back of your head grows in intensity.
Mm-hmm. The second Maddie starts to feel that she's going to double back, and that feeling that we had when we came down here, that pressure, it's getting stronger that direction.
And as you turn to poke your head around the corner, you see these steps leading up to this strange green glowing pool with a crystalline latticed structure, a dome sitting in the center of it.
There appears to be some artifact that seems to be the key to this. I'm reluctant to approach it. I do not know anything about these arcane matters. Do any of you have any ideas?
Would it be an Arcana check or a? What kind of check should I make on this stuff?
Arcana would be best.
Alrighty.
There's two things that I don't fuck with. I don't fuck with gods. I don't fuck with magic.
But yet you fuck with me.
Because I like you, Rolf.
You're not sure. You know that at a 10, you do have some basic arcane knowledge, like a lattice of crystal would be some kind of amplifier, maybe. Like that sort of construction is tended to be used for amplification.
Well, it's amplifying something. Other than that, I have no idea. My specialty is in medicine, not in whatever this is.
Whatever it is the source of this travesty.
Do you think we destroy it?
No, not yet. They told me I would know what to do when I had an idea.
And I will continue to approach. Oh my god, my cat is going crazy.
I know this feels. All right, as you continue to approach, feel free to move all the way up there if you so choose. Anybody who moves within 30 feet of it is going to need to give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy.
Gladly, I have advantage on those.
Which is why you rolled a 1.
I had advantage, and thankfully it's not a 1.
Oh boy.
Oh, it was a natural 2. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I got a 7.
I would. Is anybody else approaching that closely?
I probably would, because I went to go and look at everything.
Okay. Then please give me an intelligence saving throw. You all feel this increased pressure as you get closer and closer and closer to it. The true effect doesn't happen until you get within 30-ish feet. Once you essentially start heading up the stairs, are only the two of you going up?
I would assume so. I don't know. Oh, hey.
Okay.
No, Lawrence is gonna go because Lawrence is fucking brave.
I love it. All right, please, Lawrence, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy.
You got this. Go, Lawrence.
Oh boy.
Lawrence.
I'm trying.
Well,
You know.
For and Lawrence, Rolf and Lawrence, please roll me a d6 each.
I don't remember.
Slash
how to
R
roll.
space d6. Yeah. For temporarily remove 4 intelligence points.
Okay.
Brick, temporarily remove 3 intelligence points.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Okay. Interesting.
As you feel your will starting to be sapped from you. And the two of you, the closer you get to this thing, the more you want to serve it.
Oh.
No.
I rush forward and try to touch it, casting Dispel Magic.
You cast roll a d20 plus your casting modifier.
Okay. D20 plus my casting, which is my attack. No, not my attack bonus.
No, your casting.
5 plus.
So
I think
18?
it's plus 5. Yes, 18.
As you feel the magic come around it, it just kind of dissipates, and you just hear in your head, "Sacrifice."
Lawrence recognizes that spell and also tries to cast it.
Please roll a d20 plus your casting modifier.
Oh, I don't roll the actual. Okay.
Yeah. So what you're doing is, to dispel, you make a DC, whatever the level of the spell is.
Oh, nice.
And what's your casting modifier?
4.
You know that were you to stay here long enough, you could continue to focus on this and unweave its energies. It is a ritual magic and therefore requires a ritual's worth of time to dispel.
I'm at 7 intelligence right now, though. This is probably not very smart.
Yeah.
I'm at 4.
Oh, well. But I guess if we're very stupid intelligence, we're not smart enough to not. So, yeah.
So, sacrifice. What does this thing look like?
So in front of you is this green pool, reflecting water, as is reflected on here, right? and it's just kind of shimmering, and it seems that it's almost feeding into these strange crystalline tubes that are dripping down onto a some form of biomass. It's got these kind of curves in it. It's just a little bit bigger than an apple right now, and kind of like this, and it's got these folds in it. You would swear if it wasn't so small, it would be a brain of some kind.
I'm going to.
It's a
Ellie, like, at this
hydroponic.
point,
Yeah.
I feel like Ellie is seeing these two kind of like have some sort of reaction and then start casting magic. Like, well, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we doing the magic thing right now?
Okay. Sacrifice. That could mean I'm gonna jump on top of it and start attacking. Maybe that's it.
Can I try to stop him?
Yeah, both of you this is not a roll for initiative, but both of you roll your initiative just to see who goes first.
Okay.
Rolf goes to jump on it. Eliwick goes to stop Rolf.
I am casting a spell. I will begin casting.
Oh,
Wow.
20.
Abigail's, I'm sorry, I don't know why, I'm blanking on names real bad tonight. Ellie. is able to grab your, like the back of your collar before you get up there, and you feel...
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm still here. Can I make a religion check on if sacrifice means I go down swinging with this thing in order to free my clan, my tribe?
You have an intelligence of 4.
I do. So I'm literally just running. Oh God, what? Okay, so wait. Does that stop my spellcasting? No, because my spellcasting is wisdom.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay. So overthinking
I need...
things is not within your bailiwick right now.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go kill the squish, and
Wait! I can kill the squish. Eliwicky's getting a little bit. Obviously, you're like, ugh. I'm gonna use a try to use persuasion on you to try to persuade you.
He has an animal level of intelligence. Beings with intelligence of 4 or less are not susceptible to persuasion.
No. I'm going to, in that
You're
case...
You're literally holding a leashed orc, like orc dog, as it's kind of barking at this thing about killing it.
If you were to like look back, you just see like Maddie like on one knee, just like readying an arrow, just see what's happening.
Fuck it.
Yes.
Flame strike.
Yes.
Oh!
Yeah, 1 sec. What is spell level 5? /R.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's an amplifier. Isn't that just gonna blow us up?
So as it comes down on it,
boy.
It literally consumes it, and you see it almost zip back up into itself. The spell as it. Eliwick notices this because she's one with the intelligence high enough. It's got some sort of dispelling thing on it. This is pretty heavily protected.
Yeah.
Can I see just like very, very from where I am, like down around this corner? Can I see that there's just some kind of commotion going on?
Yeah, there are shenanigans happening north of you.
Shit.
This is why I don't fuck with magic. Come on.
So,
and then Colin is going to go down this hallway.
Can I try to touch him?
What are you doing? That's fine.
They're obviously messing with something that has some kind of power source. I'm going to go look for the off button, probably in the next room.
You find a hobgoblin armory in the next room.
Never mind. I found a hobgoblin armory in the next room.
So what's it look like? What's it look like between Ellie and Rolf at this point? Is she like trying to like pull him away?
He's point, like. Oh, go ahead, Ellie.
I was about to say at this point now that I can see he's not listening or doing anything, he's beyond persuading. I'm gonna touch him, just like whatever I can reach, and I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration to see if this is some kind of.
You're gonna cast it on Rolf?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Spend your spell slot. Rolf, you're back to normal intelligence.
Am I still
Yes.
like magic-y hoobajoo?
Yes, you were still at intelligence 7. You are feeling kind of dumber than normal.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. You
Oh.
said I needed to be doing the dispel magic like as a ritual, so I didn't know if I was still like
you know it would take hours.
Oh no.
That someone spent days and days and days and days and days, like probably a week's worth of time seeding magic into this place. Just in that way that ritual magic is done as a bard or as a druid. That there are times when you have to take additional time to empower a place with high levels of magic. And that you know it would take you a long time to just sit here and like maybe if you had like 4 spellcasters, you could do this in a day.
Boy. Okay.
No. Rolf backs up and says, "Back up. Stay away from it."
You just hear like a little bird call, like a little sparrow call, and you just see Maddie just kind of like holding him and just kind of like raise her head and like look down.
I kind of, we're good.
Okay.
All these
Okay,
pipes.
Lawrence will respond to Rolf, look over at him. Am I smart enough to back up without trouble?
Yeah, you are smart enough to back up. You are low human intelligence at 7.
You're like a toddler.
Yeah, you're like a toddler. You're like maybe 6 years old. I don't know how old a toddler is, but you're smart enough to understand commands, but like complex theoretical stuff, no. Yeah.
Like a
Okay,
3-year-old.
then Lawrence's head will just jerk up, look at Rolf. Rolf is huge, and then follow Rolf.
Yeah.
I want to go and follow Colin.
Okay. So you find yourself in a storeroom full of weapons for medium-sized creatures, namely hobgoblins.
I see this.
Well, it's going to be orcs once I get done here.
I see this door. Is that door closed?
It is closed, but it is not locked.
I'm going to kick it open.
Okay. You find yourself in an empty hallway. Same rough-hewn stone with flagstone steps as everything else, lit by torch.
All right. You guys stay here. Make sure. Yeah. And he just.
Maddie's gonna follow him and just kind of as she passes, she's gonna roll her eyes and just follow.
You find another door, and then off to your like northeast up here is just like this hallway full of supplies, like food and water and all sorts of things. Oh, meeting has ended. As someone has started a new meeting with this account. Oh God, no! Uh-oh, are you guys still there? Yes. So, if you guys can probably still hear me, we are experiencing a quick Zoom technical difficulty, and I will be bringing Zoom right back up right now, and then hopefully getting everyone in as soon as I can. Please hold 1 second. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening here on the Greyhawk channel, where we strive to bring you the finest in Greyhawk-related D&D content. I'm gonna keep vamping till I can invite people to this. So please hold. Boop, boop, doop, boop, doop, boop, doop. Boop, doop, boot, boot, doot, boot, doot. Boot, doot, 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 boop, boot, doot, doot. Chick, 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 boot, 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 boo. Boot, doot, doot.
Oh, weird.
Boot, doot, boot, doo. Okay, all right. Okay,
All right, good.
all right.
That didn't-
We're coming back in. This is happening. Let me make sure OBS. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. All right. All right.
It's really weird.
Okay. So we're oh my gosh! Almost
Oh,
everyone
no.
is in the right place too. That's crazy.
Wow, it kind of
Okay.
snapped in.
Yeah, it almost snapped
beautiful.
exactly right in. So let's. That's a Colin. That's a Lawrence. That's not a Rolf. That's a Rolf.
Who's Rolf
That's
now?
a Maddie, and that's a Rolf. Okay. Boink, and we're back. There we go. Yeah. It wouldn't be a stream
Howdy.
without tech issues. That is 100% correct. So,
Oh, okay, there we go.
yeah, everyone's back. We're fine now. It just took a moment. Sorry about that, team, but let's get right back into it. Yeah, to your northeast is like a wall full of supplies. It's just like stocks of food, like dried cheeses, barrels of water, barrels of ale, like hocks of ham hanging off the wall and stuff like that. Yeah.
We should take some of these supplies before we leave. Colin says before he goes over to this door. And he jiggles the handle.
It's
You
open.
kicked in the last door.
And then he kicks it open.
Delicate as always.
It is another storeroom full of more food, and this is obviously kind of the supply area for the hobgoblins down here, and for like slave food and stuff like that.
Okay, so there is no magical button to turn the thing in the next room off up here. This seems to be a larder and an armory.
Ellie Wicken is right now very concentrated on Lawrence as she casts Lesser Restoration. While kind of
Roll a d6.
Gotcha. Oh no, slash R.
Other way around. Yeah. Man, my voice is killing me from that. So Lawrence, you lost 3 points of intelligence. You regain all 3 points of intelligence.
Huh.
Feeling better? You doing okay?
Yes.
Okay.
So, what did we learn?
I learned.
Must use violence.
No. Well, yes.
We
but no. Oh, and there he goes.
Yeah, I'm not getting within 30 feet though, and
Okay.
Rolf is just standing with his arms crossed. He's grasping his axe, and he's wondering if rushing in and trying not to fall under its sway as he tries to kill it.
Oh.
Again, in your brain, you hear, "You must sacrifice." I can't do the voice anymore. My voice really hurts.
I must sacrifice.
Roll.
Can I? Oh. Okay, so when I cast Remove Curse,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely felt there was a connection to that and this, right?
Yes.
Can I? This is really weird.
Mhm.
And mainly I'm trying to follow this train of thought. If I cast Bestow Curse and then sort of unite myself with this thing controlling me, can I somehow make that sort of muddle the waters?
Okay, so your god was pretty specific that you had to sacrifice. Does spending spell
Yeah.
slots sound like sacrificing to you? Do you think your god would consider using up spells on that thing a sacrifice?
No. No, I'm just like, I'm trying to fucking save my people.
Rolf.
And I guess this is it. What?
What do you need?
I need to kill it. I need to save my people.
All right.
A letting go.
What does that have to do with that thing?
It's obviously controlling everyone.
All right, then what do we need to do to turn it off?
Kill it!
How do we kill it?
Like this.
And I stride forward.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh,
Let's not do that, Rolf.
can I take a shot at it before Rolf walks toward
You
it?
may take a shot at it. You will have more time to knock and fire an arrow than if Rolf is simply striding towards it and not running towards it. Is that correct, Rolf?
No, because if I'm gonna sacrifice, I'm gonna have to like ready myself. myself. Like I'm gonna have to buff myself up. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Then you do have time to knock and fire an arrow at it.
All right. Let's take a shot at it.
You will 100% hit it, and it goes bouncing off into the water.
Okay.
This kind of green brine.
Okay.
All right, I keep going.
Rolf,
What?
stop!
What?
Stop for a second. At this point, Ellie is so frustrated. Everybody's just walking off and doing shit without telling anybody. I had to save both of your asses because you didn't. Okay. You need to stop.
I shrug off my shield, my magic shield.
I'm gonna dash and I'm gonna stand in front of him because I'm tired of this, man.
Hold person.
Oh shit.
Seriously? Bitch.
Small person. Ellie, just let him do what he needs to do.
Rolf, what are you doing?
Make a wisdom saving throw, Ellie.
You better. You bet your ass I will.
Oh wait, I did. Oh, I thought level 3 did something else. I don't hold person at level 3, just level 2.
No, it's only ever when you can target more people at
I was
third
like,
level and higher. But what's your spell DC?
17.
She
Ellie, you were held.
gets advantage because gnomish cunning, and it's against magic,
It's
intelligence,
true.
wisdom, and charisma saves.
Thank
I
you.
play a gnome.
There you go.
Everything.
You shake it off,
Thank
Ellie.
you. What now? I'm just gonna hold my hands up and be like, you stop this shit right now. I don't know what the fuck's been going on with you within the past couple of minutes, but you talk to us before you pull some stuff that could get us all killed. You hear me? She's like,
Very well. Anyway, I slew 20 of my own, my tribe, sons and daughters of Luthic. She was enraged as I pleaded for her help, for some fashionable way to save all of them and myself. But now I see, after she gave me this,
And I sort of run my Rolf's hand across the scars that you see.
I see that I must give all in order to save that which I have cherished all my life. It is the role I was given to preserve.
Are you saying that you need to sacrifice yourself?
That's just what she's been whispering to me. How did you know?
Well, you're just talking about throwing yourself at this giant magical thing and killing yourself. Are you sure you have to sacrifice yourself, or just sacrifice a sacrifice? Because we got Filbert and we got the little elf girl.
Hey, wait, what? I'm sorry.
Wow.
nobody's sacrificing
Avala
anybody.
hides behind Maddie.
Just
They're-
put your head.
Cullen,
What?
I
I'm just-
understand that now is not the time. But when we're done with this place, you and I are going to have a little fucking chat about how you address your betters.
Right. So, the best way for you to address me is Mr. Thatcher.
I'm gonna smack him across the face.
Please.
Like a back slap.
Are you going to attempt to avoid it?
Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm
Okay.
going to try to just kind of like raise it, right? Whatever way, direction the slap is coming from.
I don't even know how to roll for this.
We're just going to make it a speed test and have you guys make it, like, can your hand get to his face faster than he can roll the blow off? So we're just going to make it a quick initiative test. I don't want to go heavy into, like, PvPing between
Oh, yeah,
two.
you got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I smack you across the face. You are never to imply that any of the people with us are worthy of sacrifice.
If we're not worthy of
Just shut up!
sacrifice,
Stop talking!
then why are we doing this, Lawrence?
I'm smacking him again.
I think this time Nias will kind of buck up.
Enough.
Yeah, no, Nice would totally
arguing
buck
like
up.
children.
Yeah. The
All
first
of
one,
you-
he kind of looks. Maddie, sorry.
What are we doing? Do you have any idea what we're doing here? The second we got down here, everybody goes in separate directions. Do we have a plan for this?
Yes, this is the plan. You will take this.
And I remove a stone that is my holy symbol of Luthic, and I give it to Eliwick, and I say,
Once this is done, and if my people have been freed from their slavery, you will present this and say that Rolf Holmden orders them to act like proper orcs, stand up for themselves, take this keep.
I understand that what just happened was really intense, and I understand that you think that some kind of sacrifice is needed. However, I am here to tell you that a gnome going to your people and presenting this will not make them fight. We need you. We are a group. If you sacrifice yourself, none of this will get done. Do you understand? Right now, I understand that you feel guilty. I understand that this is a way in your mind right now to redeem yourself. However, I am here to tell you, if you go and if you do what I think you're going to do, it will cause nothing but trouble and grief, and then nobody will save your people. Do you understand me? I kind of thrust the rock back at him. We need you, and your people need you. Now let us come up with a better plan.
Colin goes up next to Rolf, and he holds his hand out for the rock. This is what you think you need to do.
I take the rock from Eliwick, and I'll hand it to Colin. I'll say thank you in Orcish to him.
Colin
And
just
I'll look down at
shrugs.
I look down to Eliwick and I'll say,
You seem to think you're arguing with me at this moment, trying to persuade me to a better cause. Little one, it is Luthic, that terrifying presence that gives all orcs life, that you must bargain with.
You're
I will know.
You're losing Luthic's words to permit yourself to do this. I know what you're feeling, but you need to stop and communicate.
Colin, hold her.
and I start shuffling past her.
Colin places.
Okay, we've got
the
3
helmet.
reactions before anybody shuffles past, right? So the 2 closest, Eliwick and Colin, what are you doing?
Colin is just going to take the shaft of his halberd and place it right in front of Eliwick, kind of to just like block her, kind of like
And-
pressing it up against her, like don't just. It's not. Yeah.
Lawrence is going to take his helm off, place it to his chest, and get down on one knee and bow to Rolf.
Maddie's
Rolfish.
gonna just like cross her arms and just kind of like sigh at this.
Okay. And Ellie.
She looks around to everybody else. She's heaving at this point. She sees that everybody is kind of content to just see him go and do this thing. And at this point, raises our hands up, and I refuse to watch this.
If he wants a last stand, let him have it. We can do this without him. I've seen this too many times to stop someone.
Yeah,
If they
I'm
want
just-
to, they'll do it. Better than not take the rest of us with them.
He's sacrificing himself for his people. If we aren't willing to do the same for Geoff, why are we doing any of this?
Eliwick is not listening to any of this. She is striding angrily away. And just a reminder, Eliwick throughout the wars has really worked on not just medicine, but healing the mind. She's found that a lot of people who come back from wars and stuff are very, very damaged. So the idea that she's seen before of some kind of survivor's guilt of, I she's seen this before, and the fact that everybody is just okay with this is infuriating. It goes against all of her beliefs. Which is why she's acting so strongly.
Can Maddie go with Ellie?
Yeah, absolutely.
She's had the same thing. You can't stop this if they want to do this. They'll kill everyone to do what they want to do.
Colin kind of like looks towards Rolf. So this whole God thing, what makes you believe?
You've never seen a child born, have you?
No. I've taken many children.
78.
203.
Rolf turns, walks back down the hallway, picks up his shield, and says,
I forgot this gives me advantage on saving throws. I'm going to need it.
Do you need my halberd?
No, this will do.
Holding his axe, he marches forward.
Mm-hmm.
And he says a prayer to Luthic and bellows a mighty bellow as he rushes to attack.
You go into a blind rage. And as you do, you strike it, you strike it, you strike it. Your axe comes out of your hand, and you don't care. You just start beating on it with your fists, and soon enough, you've broken open your knuckles, and as you do, the blood from your hands gets on this crystalline structure, and you feel a connection with it. As at first, one piece of it breaks down. As you just see it crumble into dust as your blood touches it. And then another, whoosh, as it crumbles into dust as your blood touches even another piece of it. And as these wounds, as these sharp pieces of crystal dig into your arms and the blood of your body connects with whatever this is, the power... Go ahead.
I'll do you one more, Rock.
Hit it.
Rolf knows how to perform a C-section. He whips out his dagger and just stabs it into himself in a methodical manner and just carves himself open over this thing.
And as you do, as the blood seeps out of you onto this, the entire structure begins to crumble and fall to the ground, and each of you in your head, for just a moment, hear a blood-curdling scream, and Rolf... Make me a Constitution save.
And 16.
You stand, breathing this crystalline structure and what appears to be a small, now withered brain sitting in the center of it, having collapsed before you, knowing that it was only in the sacrifice of your blood could you purify yourself in that truly most orcish of traditions, to your family and to those who you have wronged. And you begin to hear, all of you, begin to hear movement. It starts as a whisper. And then you hear cries of, Alice, hey, let me out! As the dungeon begins to wake up. Rolf, you're at 25 hit points.
Okay.
So, do we all sense, like, because we heard the scream, if you're not watching this, do you, like, would...
And a level of exhaustion. I'm sorry. And a level of exhaustion.
Right.
Do we still feel the brain...
You do not. Brain? As this thing crumbles, you all feel the pressure dissipate.
Colin, after witnessing all of this, like, whistles to Nias, who rushes forward next to Rolf and lowers a wing so as to help Rolf onto its back.
he pats Nias's shoulder and says, "It would be very noble looking if I were to approach my people on such a magnificent creature.
Hearing
But it would be a little over the top, Colin. It would be a little over the top."
All right. If you think you can walk, we got work to do.
hearing Rolf's voice, Ellie is immediately like, "What?"
Yeah, I feel like so Lawrence tried to be like, okay, I'm going to watch him do this altar sacrifice. This is an orc issue. I'm going to stay out of it. And bowed, and then actually shut his eyes because he didn't actually want to see it. And then he hears them talking and looks up like, wait, what?
Colin tosses the rock back to Rolf.
He looks up at it. This is just a rock.
I don't fuck with God shit.
Holy no, that's not spiritual.
Blah, 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 blah. Still have, like, intelligence 6.
No, you got greater restored.
Remember?
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yep.
Still intelligence 8. That's not much better. Okay. I turn to Colin and I say, "Get that armory up and running. We're going to need to arm."
What
Ellie-
happens next?
Colin's like, we should at least bring them food as well. In fact, we should all just take a moment to rest, gather ourselves before we start the final push.
Ellie's gonna stride over, and she has tears kind of streaming down her face, and kind of like slaps a hand on wherever she can find Rolf and heals him, being like, "I'm still really pissed at you," and then turns and walks back away.
You guys act like you've never seen people kill themselves before.
It's too common a thing that I see. She kind of yells as she goes back in the corner.
Can I? All right. I've seen that. I'm gonna go to LA. It's like, you okay?
Yeah. The topic hits a bit too close to home.
I've seen that look. The look of you see people go to their death for dumb reasons, just wishing for death, right?
I spent years and years and years studying, trying to talk and convince men who were wounded beyond belief that it wasn't worth it, trying to heal their minds and to just watch somebody.
It's the last stand, right?
Feels so important, utterly useless at the same time, and it never gets easier.
And they get other people killed. And that's the hardest part, right?
Every single time. And she kind of smiles grimly up at Maddie, like,
she just like, it's like, I know that look as well. I've seen it too many times, and she'll kind of give her a hug. Just kind of like give her a hug. We have to talk about that. They will get us killed if they keep going on like this. So not this time, maybe not the next time, but eventually, if this keeps going on, this mission will be a failure and they will kill us.
Yeah, we really do have to have a talk. Thank you, by the way. And like, you can tell Eliwick is very, very kind of, it's almost like a relief, a stress off her shoulders, because I feel like she and Maddie haven't really like conversed at this point. But to find kind of a comrade, especially in this kind of emotional chaos, she's very like, thank you. Yeah, we'll have to talk after this is over.
And you see like Maddie, she's kind of like she's got the kind of something like she's got like tears and stuff too. Like this has been something else that like it's also hit home for her.
Yeah.
Just don't let them drag you into it. We'll finish this if we have to.
Survive at all costs.
Yeah, survive at all costs. We have people depending on us to do this. Let's
Get it done.
get it done.
She kind of bolsters herself, like, all right, let's go out and I don't know, what are we doing? As she kind of walks towards
Come
her.
on, get some food. If you need anything sharpened, there's a wet zone or two in this armory.
Mhm.
The clamor is getting louder and louder, and there are like
Yeah.
thumps and yells.
I've been
below you.
going that direction since
Okay.
it started.
Shit.
Yeah, Lawrence
So-
would have been hanging back. I think that he would have started to go over to Maddie and Ellie, saw the crying, and then backed up as gracious, like, so it seems like, oh, I wasn't, and then, back up as far as he can so that he's not invading that conversation with his being a dumb man.
That, by the way, is Luthic. I just showed him to you.
Yeah.
I forgot to do it earlier. I'm sorry, but that's
Fine.
Lady
Yes,
Luthic.
Luthic.
Luthic
Yeah,
description
that's
is
very-
horrifying. She's so
Yeah.
scary.
Blood and
Collins
pain. Blood and pain.
Is going to be gathering the weapons and packing them onto Nias.
Okay.
Rolling them up in leathers and blankets and stuff and packing them into Nias' saddle. He's not going to be on Nias. He's going to
Okay.
have Nias swallow behind him.
Okay. And Maddie, Lawrence, what are you guys doing?
Matt, I think Maddie's gonna go and just like kind of scout out ahead and just make sure like all this clamoring isn't like bringing back, whatever else is in this dungeon. And she just looks at Sir Lawrence as she passes by. It's like, we need to talk after this is over. After what this?
Do you,
Yes. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Do you pause when you say that, or do you just say it and book it?
I'll say it as I pass, but I'll if Sir Lawrence has something to say, she'll stop.
He'll just nod.
So I think Maddie's gonna go back to where she saw the giant, and the giant, but the illithid, and just kind of like stay over.
Yeah, so it's interesting. As you, Rolf, and Harshnag are all moving down in that direction, you hear the sounds of combat. You hear people fighting.
Great.
You don't need to be on the map for this part because apparently what has happened is the orcs have busted through the doors that were holding them and are tearing everyone in that room limb from limb. A lot of orcs are dying in the process. You also hear combat coming from down the other way. So like if you're down here, right? You hear combat coming from both the east and the west, as essentially all of these rooms have cleared out, and some of them have like packed in and are taking down those fire giants and that illithid, but they're taking a lot of wounds while doing it, but they're obviously going to win. There's just more of them. And there's also some sort of big fight happening to the east down that hallway as well.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and rush in and start casting Spare the Dying on any of them that fall.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing 24/7.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to be doing some Spare the Dying. Maddie, what's your response to this?
She's gonna go. Where is Rolf at this point? Right up here.
So don't worry about the map. This is just purely narrative at this point, right? Because there's giant mobs of orcs running around, murdering things. Rolf is deep in the thick of it, kind of down where the fire giants were, like casting Spare the Dying on people.
Yeah. Colin is just going to be, every time he sees an orc, he pulls out a bugbear sword and shoves it into the orc's hand.
Thanks. Excellent.
And then when there's no weapons left, he goes over here to join the fighting.
Yep. There is just this upheaval of combat, this spasm of blood as these orcs are finally free of whatever shackles. And you also hear coming from in that jail cell area where you accidentally killed one of the people. There's two other people and some orcs as well that are behind bars and that can't quite seem to get through them.
I'm gonna once I get the opportunity, I'll go and let them out. My orc peeps.
Ellie can go.
So yeah, let's take a quick pause because Rolf, you were down sparing the dying on people, and you're done sparing the dying.
When I get an opportunity.
Yeah. Hang on. Colin is passing out weapons, so I need to know what Maddie, Lawrence, and Ellie are doing.
Maddie's gonna go up to Rolf and just say, "What are we doing?"
Fucking kill them all!
Calm them down. There's more giants upstairs.
There's giants down here!
So in terms of the combat, it'll take about 5 minutes for what turned out to be 2 hill giants, 2 fire giants. Sadly, what were probably some dwarf slaves and the mind flayer that were down here to be killed. On the other side of the map, apparently the orc rebels had gotten into some trouble with some troglodytes who were deeper into the cave system over there and fought a big fight against them. But like the whole thing, like waking up and murdering each other, because some of these people were frozen in mid-combat, right? Takes 5 minutes for it to end. The orcs, just by sheer dint of numbers, come out on top. And there's probably 40 of them left.
All right. I'll try to see if any of the tribe's leaders survived while I was away getting help.
So I didn't get an answer from Lawrence or Ellie yet on what's happening during that period, though.
Yeah, so Lawrence, having dug himself firmly into the I am backing Rolf's play because that is what we're here to do, is just going to go and stand quietly behind Rolf and back up whatever Rolf needs.
Okay. And then Ellie.
Ellie is kind of tired. She doesn't have a lot of spell slots at this point, so she's just kind of avoid the fighting and hear if any people need to be let out of cages. Just kind of help wherever she can while not actively
Do we want to take these people over here? Maybe secure them out of the way?
Yes.
Maddie will help you with that.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are 2 people there. One of whom is Lawrence, who was somebody you served with?
Oh yeah.
You mean the guy that I'm looking for, or just make up?
No. We're telling the story together, and I didn't name these NPCs because I want them to be meaningful to you. So, who is this? Who is this knight that is captured here?
Let's see. Pulling a name out of my face. She is Sir Alice Mortmain.
It's a good name.
Dang.
Done. So Sir Mortmain comes out surprised to see you, and Maddie, the other person, is someone you know.
Now there is a Sir Sigbert Lorkall.
Okay. And how do you both know these people?
She was just being knighted as I came in as a squire, and I looked up to her.
Oh, great. That's cool. Okay, I like that. And then Maddie?
Sigbert was a knight that last time I saw was the fall of Hotlick years ago.
Okay. So as Sir Alice and Sir Sigbert come out, Sir Sigbert looks wan and just drawn as if he has been imprisoned for years. Sir Alice looks a bit better, and both of them look surprised individually to see the 2 of you. And Sir Sigbert goes, Maddie?
Oh,
What?
you're alive. Good.
Barely.
come this way. The orcs have gone mad. They're bloodlust. We'll take you to the storeroom. We'll take care of you. Just
Okay.
can you walk?
Yes.
Just
They've kept me down here. Yes.
just
Yes, I can walk.
follow me.
I got you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, just kind of like I'll just shoulder him as we walk. He's probably super.
Okay.
Hurt.
As you take him over, Sir Alice looks at you, Lawrence, and goes, "Well, I'm very surprised to see you here. I'm thankful that you've come, Sir Lawrence. We've been down here for some time."
Oh, it's an honor that you remember me, sir.
Of course. Of course. How did you get in?
Through the
And what is that
kitchen.
noise?
Oh, I don't know. We should probably go investigate that. Do not fret. We are temporarily on the side of the orcs. So we're just mopping this all up, and then we've got some. Yes, it's been. Yeah. Onward.
Okay, yes, of course, I'll follow your lead. We will talk more after all this craziness is over. Good. Okay, so, back to the orc horde and, Colin and Rolf. Rolf, they've noticed you, and they notice that you've been helping and sparing, and they're very helpful. They're very thankful to Colin for giving them actual weapons. They look kind of confused as to what happens next. So Rolf, seeing you and knowing that you left a while ago, they kind of look to you as to what to do.
I lost my token in the void.
Oh no! It's in the void.
Find him.
I'll find it.
Bring him down here because that's what Colin is.
I don't know
Fighting
where I am.
all these worm dudes. They look like worm
Right.
dudes.
Where
Worm dudes.
is everyone?
Don't worry about it, right now. This is all narrative. You don't need
Oh,
like
okay.
feel free. This is none of this is gonna like this map is essentially done in terms of tactical combat needs. So
Yeah.
you should
Um,
super not worry about it.
I'm going to essentially tell them, listen,
Listen to me.
No.
We are tribe. You've been enslaved by these giants. And we thought Geoff and its many, many blessings would serve us. Instead, we have become too bold to assume these giants have any right to take this land. Therefore, we shall strike the giants down. Firstly, all of you must arm yourselves. I know you just woke up, but you must trust me. We will carve your captors into fine meat. Shall paint these halls with their blood.
Yeah!
Are there any pregnant women here?
No!
Then several days from now there will be.
And yeah, we get snacks.
Yay, snacks! All right, so everybody kind of eats and prepares, and I assume the intent will be to send the orcs upstairs and do the final bit of this, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Colin comes back like covered in blood from whatever he was fighting. Oh my goodness, that was amazing.
You worry me, Colin.
That was better than intercourse.
That is
Alright.
very concerning.
Let's go.
Do we have time for a long rest?
It's up to you.
Long rest is 8 hours.
8 hours.
We probably have enough time for a short rest.
That's not gonna do me any good. Okay.
Short rest,
yeah,
maybe.
Sure. I can. Yeah.
8 hours later, they still haven't noticed us.
Yeah. You have been down here for a grand total of about an hour, and there is a party going on upstairs. So at the moment, this is all happening under the cover of Drunken Hill Giant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is safe to assume that would not last 8 hours.
Yeah.
No,
That's okay. I don't need to. It's fine. I'll be fine. It's
I'll take
okay.
short rest.
It's
Because
there's also orcs that have been released from their thrall up there, so we need to attend to them as well.
Oh,
I can talk
crap.
to them.
Yeah. But I turn to Harshnag and I say, we must go forth, get the chief. Once we rout the chief and him, and I believe these cowardly hill giants will flee.
Let's
All right.
do it.
But can we please take a short rest?
Why do you want a short rest?
Because I just killed all those things back there and I'm tired. I just need a
Gird your loins! You said it was like... You said this was like intercourse. Be a man!
Trust me, I would love to shove and thrust my shaft in their face, but I need to recharge.
There's lots of phallic talk going
There's
on.
Colin.
Lawrence is gonna walk up to Colin and first off cast healing word. But that's
I'm all right. I'm full. Thank you.
well, whatever. But importantly, are you still pissed off that I smacked you? I'm talking like Rolf. Why am I talking like Rolf?
Yes.
No, I'm not. I get that a lot. You should see the way my father treated me. Anyways,
Ellie's eyes light up like past childhood trauma.
Lawrence has just had an idea, but lost motivation to do so and is going to walk away.
all right.
I was going to inspire you, but nah.
It's fine. It's okay.
Just
All right. I'm just fine. Let's go kill shit.
Ralph, what is your plan for these? Just march into the feast hall?
Oh, absolutely. I will give a great mighty roar and see if that makes any of them think twice about rising against us. And then I will sing praises to Luthic as we descend upon their feast. And we wreck it.
I like
we have
it.
40. We have 40 orcs, right?
Yeah, you've got 40 orcs. Do you guys see what I'm drawing in the center here? Is that
I hope it's not a dick.
because it should?
No.
Oh, it's a
showing
box.
You do see that? Okay.
Yeah,
It's like a very like off gray box.
yeah.
Yeah, isn't that weird? What? I don't understand what
Yeah.
Roll20's doing with the.
The color, like the color lines. Yeah,
Yeah,
let me
it's this has been
Try,
happening for a couple days.
I see it. Now it's.
I
Are you
see it.
drawing that?
I just made.
I
a
did
pink
not
one.
draw that.
That's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving you a quick refresher of the layout as you come up. So maybe you could plan a little. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I turn to Maddie and be like, do we have anything that we could maybe extend on this plan of barging in and shouting very loudly and praying towards the god of self-sacrifice, apparently?
The one thing that worked for us is bottlenecking the giants.
that
If
works.
we can funnel the
What is
orcs
going
and
on?
bottleneck the giants to where their size isn't an issue,
Okay.
they can defend more than.
Giant
wanna-
slaying.
We don't want to fight 8 giants at a time with these 40. We just want this chief. If we can get to the chief, like Rolf said, they could probably lose their will to fight if we slay their chief.
This time Lawrence is going to get in the middle of your conversation and come up
Yeah.
behind both you ladies
Mhm.
and clap you both on the back.
I'm assuming we're saying this within like everybody's hearing.
How many
Mhm.
how many giants did we see on our way here? Like as we snuck past.
You heard a lot of commotion coming from this main feast hall area. This is like where everybody was. But you didn't actually poke your head in for better or worse, so you're not sure. You only saw 2 3 giants on your way down.
What I can do at the very least is, if I can get in touching range, I can possibly do a horrible thing. For you see, my blood is blessed by that which Luthic has granted me. Now we use it to turn this giant into a mess, a right mess, a big mess, a messy boy.
All that. So, just to make everything clear, all of what we need to do is in that mess hall. If we can have the massive orcs block the other giants, keep them all from overrunning us on this, give us enough time to kill their chief, maybe we can stop them from like you said, lose their will to fight, because we cannot take this entire fort full of giants.
No, what you do is you get them fighting on 2 or 3 fronts. And he comes over and he starts drawing basically what Throck drew on the ground.
Nice.
There we go. Just gonna plagiarize that.
Yeah,
Right.
nicely done. Yeah, looks good.
Yep. So we come in through this area. We come in from the left. We force them down, and we have the orcs waiting for them in this hallway. We also send some orcs over here, so if they try to exit through this door, if there is a door, they are stopped. Then we squeeze, we pincer, and then we get them all grouped together, and then we fucking kill them.
I can cast a wall of fire if that helps, and I can then turn into some kind of animal, like a swarm of bees.
Can you turn into a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Not quite a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I can turn into a dinosaur though. Do you need an Ankylosaurus or a giant scorpion?
Ankylosaurus, yes, they have giant bone plating that goes from the back of their skull all the way down to their ass. Perfect.
Y'all seen a lot of dinosaurs in Greyhawk? A lot of dinosaurs in Greyhawk? That's a thing you would have seen before?
Really? I have no idea.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, you would never have seen a dinosaur before.
Yeah, that's why I was.
Yeah, that is not a wild shape you sadly can take until you've seen one.
I think good. Never mind. I can't do that. That's crazy. I can turn into a giant scorpion though.
You could turn into a giant scorpion. I can credibly see a way for you to have seen a giant scorpion in Greyhawk.
Anything that could withstand a fight with a giant for a limited amount of time would be perfect.
I can do that.
Giant turtle.
I can also signal our friends out in the forest to maybe create some sort of distraction. So keep some of the others in the keep away from our kill room.
Just let me know if you need me to cast a wall of fire on a specific spot, and I can do that.
All right.
We'll do that.
Cool beans.
Okay.
Let's
So, interestingly, I've been thinking long and hard about what would happen if you freed the orcs before you took over that place. Before you went and took on the big boss. There are approximately 40 dudes in that room as you go up and reconnoiter. But you are going to be able to do a skill challenge to determine the difficulty of the fight based on how well you've ordered your orcs, how well you signal others to create distractions, and whatever other creative tactics you can come up with. So you guys are going to tell me, based on this plan that you've just had, what skill you're each going to use to execute that plan, and depending on how well you do, will determine the difficulty of the fight.
I love skill
What's up?
challenges.
So
Oh boy.
I had tried earlier. This probably does not matter in the scope of what we're doing here, but for flavor,
Yeah.
when I had said that Lawrence comes back and claps people on the
Oh
back,
yeah.
Oh,
what I had intended to do was cast heroism on both of them.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Okay.
Um,
What's heroism do again?
right now it's just it makes you brave. You're immune to being frightened, and you get 4 temporary hit points.
I
And what
am
Oh.
all for that.
And what does that feel like? Like, I'm interested because I want you to be able to have your narrative moment of casting on them in case we accidentally ran over you. What does that look like? What does that feel like? How does that?
So what I had intended to do was walk up to both of them and sort of clap them both on the back. Because they were talking, but I'm interrupting like a jerk. So I understand that we all need to have a talk. But I want you to have a little bit of faith in me that I had reasons for doing things that disagreed with you. But regardless, we're all alive, we're all safe. We've got another big fight ahead. But I really think that we're going to succeed because this is what we came here to do. And you have both shown that you are both women of superior mettle. And I just want you both to know that I did not mean to go against you in a negative way. But now is not the time for talking, now is the time for fighting, and that big idiot over there is about to draw something on the floor, so alright, and cast heroism and then cast heroism.
Yeah.
Eliwick's gonna hug your legs. You're like, thank you!
Yeah, Maddie's gonna kind of like as she faces you, just kind of grasp your hand and then just kind of look at you in the eye and then just give you the best salute from the army the military as possible. It's like good killing out there.
Eliwick's
Let's come home successful.
As Eliwick's hang on to your legs, like, yeah, that. All right.
When you do that, Lawrence just gets this thought in his head. He's just like, I really want to have children.
Which is really funny because I feel like Eliwick is older than Sir Lawrence.
Yes, but you're tiny.
Exactly. She has this youthful kind of energy about her. Even though I think she's older than everybody.
Lawrence is middle-aged, human. 30.
I was about to say, Ellie is... What did I say? Ellie is in her late hundreds, I feel like?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay.
Maddie's only 26, so you guys are...
All right.
I'm in
So,
okay.
Skill challenge. And once we do the skill challenge, we'll break and I'll set up the fight. So, why don't we go around and everyone tell me what skill they are going to use either to order the orcs to be distractions or call in extra help from outside or whatever. And we can just popcorn this, whoever wants to go first with the skill they want to use. And don't roll it yet. I'm going to roll these in order. There's going to be an order to them.
Oh, damn it. No, that makes sense.
Okay, so Rolf, what are you intimidating? Narrate what happens when you roll your intimidation.
I lead my orcs into a fierce chant for Luthic.
Luthic. Okay, sweet. I got really into that for a second. It's cool.
Yeah, you feel it down here, don't you?
In the subcoccular region of my heart, below the cockles. Yes.
Impressive.
Okay, so you're gonna do intimidate, and then.
Okay.
Then I will allow you folks to do your thing.
Okay, who's next?
Okay, screw it. I'm a bard. I am going to do my best. Arms wide open, Chaucer from A Knight's Tale, preamble speech, which I don't think Brit actually has in them right now.
That's
but
okay.
use performance to rally everyone and talk about how this is just going to be amazing, and we walk in the shadow of your turbulence, or whatever it is that he says. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we got?
my throat hurts from doing that accidental Rolf voice.
Yeah, me too, dude. Yeah.
All right, so I think Maddie's going to use her stealth to kind of get up above a little bit, do a little bit of scouting, and then the first open window she sees, she's going to shoot the a signal arrow to our friends outside to maybe start some stuff.
Got it.
Yeah.
2 more to go.
You want us to actually roll these now?
No, I'm gonna have you roll them in a specific order once I see what they are.
Oh gosh.
I know this is a little bit far-fetched, but I want Ellie to use a medicine check to make sure that everybody is kind of good to go, both physically and mentally. All of the orcs, she's just kind of scanning through everybody, making sure nobody's majorly wounded, and if so, to try to patch them up to the best of her ability. Also, to make sure that all of them are like psychologically ready for battle and like pumped up.
Okay. And then Colin, last but not least.
Perception, because I want to know where everything is to set up the perfect pincer.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, Maddie, please give me a stealth check.
Can I use one of my spells to give myself pass without trace while I do this?
Absolutely, 100%.
All right.
Whatever you think would enhance this, and for the oh no, you're gonna get a +10 from that anyways. So yes. Yep.
All right. I'll make sure this goes okay.
Larry?
Come on.
Sorry, I shorthand. That's all.
No, it's wonderful.
31.
31. Okay. Awesome. Colin, give me your perception check.
17.
All right. Ellie, give me your medicine check.
All right.
15. And then Lawrence, give me your St. Crispin's Day speech.
Okay, I also want to specify that I think that this is actually primarily talking up Rolf about the danger that he went through to get us all here and get all the orcs together and really like inspire them by talking up Rolf.
Awesome.
I like that. Yeah.
Yes!
Nice. All right. And then last but not least, the fire it up chant, Rolf.
Luthic!
Okay.
All right.
So here's what happens. Colin and Maddie, using the cover of Maddie's spell, sneak upstairs, and Colin is able to get a look around to properly place the orcs when the time comes, while Maddie lights an arrow on fire in a completely ahistorical way, sending a signal out to your waiting friends who were there specifically to create a distraction. If you remember, 2 sessions ago, you actually left them out there for this purpose, so I love that you came back to it. Getting their attention, you let them know that you need a distraction, and they're like, yeah, we'll handle this, we got it. Abby, you start seeing to the wounds and are able to allow some more of the orcs to be combat ready. There are now going to be 55 orcs ready to fight as you guys go up. Some of them look at you thankfully, some of them are like, I don't need your help, and then you help them anyways, and you're able to like soothe them, and then they're like, okay, we'll fight. And then Larry gets up, Lawrence gets up and starts giving this impressive speech as Maddie and Colin come back down and everyone is gathered, assembled to hear Lawrence give this uplifting speech, and everyone's going to get a free dot of inspiration going into this fight. This is the D&D inspiration, not the Bardic inspiration, so go ahead and dot that on your character sheet. That allows you a free reroll, essentially.
All right.
And as this speech goes on, and it comes to its close, almost perfectly weaved into it, Rolf comes up and just starts screaming Luthic over and over again, and the chant happens, and the whole crowd is just together screaming Luthic, 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 as you head up the stairs and break apart to begin this plan to destroy the leader of Pregmere Keep, and find any important intelligence he may has in this final battle of the Hill Giant Keep. We'll be right back after these messages. I don't think there are any actual messages, but we'll be right back.
Sir Ulrich von Liechtenstein!
Liechtenstein! Okay, on that, we're actually going to be right back. Okay. No. Oh, you guys may still be live. Oh,
Yes.
that was 4, and one of 4's amazing voices, and we're back as our party, having prepared for the fight ahead, using everything that they have at their disposal to thin the ranks of hill giant and other giants, find themselves about to bust through the doors into the main hall at Pregmere Keep, where they believe they will find Chief Nostra, their primary target, other than the freeing of these orcs. To narrate what happened just before this, orcs come rushing up the stairs, moving around through the keep to take both sides. You hear the shouts of combat begin as you know the orcs are taking their toll, waiting just long enough to allow the orcs to pull enough of the enemies off for you to take your chance. You find yourself now standing before the double doors as combat rages in rooms all around you as a slaughter is going on in Pregmere Keep. So, Maddie,
Dude.
we begin the combat with you. Do you guys see yourselves? I should actually, boink, you're right there.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
See you, man. Oh boy.
Right. Let me just take a look at this situation. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. That's the door. Okay. This is the door right here. Okay.
What you see is this flurry of combat, and the 4 kind of main individuals who you know were here. You knew there was a stone giant here. You knew there was a cloud giant here who were talking with the chief, and they're all kind of, actually, that's a giant fire, so he probably wouldn't be there. And they're all kind of huddled around each other, kind of trying to figure, like yelling orders at people, and they don't seem to have noticed you specifically, Maddie, come in yet, as you scored higher than their highest person.
Mm-hmm.
And so you will get a sneak attack.
Is this surprise?
For you only this round, yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's with advantage. Oh.
This one here seems to be yelling the most sorts of orders. And yeah.
All right. So I'll kind of like slowly like create a gap in the door. Just like take a breath, just pull back her bow as hard as she can, and just let it loose toward the giant chief.
That guy? Okay.
And I'm going to do it. So that's with advantage, and I'm going to be doing it sneak attack.
Nice.
Not sneak attack, but like the
Assassinate?
my assassinate. Not my my assassinate.
Yeah.
Let me just do that to start off. Where is it?
I'm open for 100 plus points of damage on this roll.
Let me see. Let me just make sure this is the right. Sneak attack plus 8. Plus 19. I think it's the right one. Go! Yeah.
Crit. Let's do this thing. That doubles all of your dice throughout this whole thing. Your assassinate all of it.
God.
Let me see. Does that take? So it doubles everything.
It's going to
all the
double
roll.
all of your dice. Yes.
All the dice. So
Yeah.
we'd hit that again. Sorry. So it's 26 plus 3.
So that, because it crit, we'll have already counted it in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that second D8 is in there.
Okay. This.
For 3 points of damage. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
And then I'm just gonna hit the I'm gonna hit the sneak attack twice.
Okay.
So, no, it's roll. I'm gonna roll d6, 6d6.
Mm-hmm. So we're currently at 29.
Yeah.
39, 48.
48, and then roll another d8 for the. Nope, sorry, that was it. And that is it for that first shot.
Okay, so 48 points of damage on the first hit. You hear this, and now they're all starting to turn and look in your direction as the party begins to move in. But minus 48 on the first hit.
I got
That's
another
huge.
shot on it.
Yep.
Longbow. Take a long. Where is it? There it is. 16?
16 just misses.
Okay. Alright, and that'll be my turn. I'm gonna just kind of like.
Okay. You got 30 feet of movement and a bonus action. Yeah, and assume these are pillars here that you can hide behind, and these are giant-sized picnic tables, essentially. So they also count as cover.
And then I'm gonna put my hunter's mark on him.
Okay. Hunter's
And,
marking.
And
Hunter's
that will be
mark.
my turn.
Okay. So Stone Giant's going. Woink. Stone Giant's gonna rush up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's gonna just pull up this piece of, he's gonna pull up a piece of the seat here, crack it in half, and just chuck it straight into the door. And the first person he sees, we'll do 1, 2, Ellie, 3, 4, Filbert, 5, 6, Rolf. Three, 4, Filbert. All right, so he's going to chuck that. Boink. And roll a 16 to hit Filbert, which I believe misses.
Come on, Filbert. You got this.
Is that correct, Lawrence?
Yes.
Okay. So all of you see this half of a giant-sized picnic table seat come flying by and skitter off behind you into the kitchen, and that's a Storm Giant's guess. Lawrence.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to... Is the top door or the bottom door the one that Madeline opened?
They're both open. Assume they're large double doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we prepped for this and we did the things, so Lawrence is just booking it in here, the closest giant, bonus action, lighting up the flaming sword, and stabbing.
All right. 26 is going to hit. 19 points of damage as your first strike strikes true.
Madeline is right there, just a couple feet from me, so I'm going to take the little beat in between both stabs, look over at Madeline, do the knightly tip of my head, and then stab again. 27.
Hits.
For...
Math, 6, 17.
Points of damage. I'm mathing badly.
Yeah. So just to paint this picture as you guys rush in, there is a swirl of combat around you all. There's orcs taking on the smaller groups of some hill giants over here. There are these strange-looking, almost human-sized giants that some of you may know as Verbig, that are kind of a half-giant, half-human hybrid. But they're all really engaged with the orcs as this central command group was shouting the orders. So you are not alone in here as this is going on, and things will happen over the course of combat, good or bad, to the combat as it goes on.
Did I get removed off the turn order track?
What did you roll? Nope, I see you there. You're at 8.
Oh.
Is that what you rolled?
Yeah, no, that's what I rolled, but I just don't see myself on the turn order.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, I see you. I promise I'll call you out.
Okay, cool.
And if I don't, you can yell at me. Hill Giant Sergeant is going to come up as well. He's going to take the other half of this broken table and also chuck it in. And it's going to be Ellie, Filbert, or Rolf again. And this time it will be Rolf taking a rock to the face. For 13's not going to hit anybody any day. Right? You don't have a 13 AC. Okay, just checking, making sure. Okay.
It'd feel real bad if somebody was a 13.
Ellie.
Avala, probably.
Ugh.
Yeah, Avala's pretty low.
Avala's, not.
I am... Eliwick's going to kind of move up and block off this entrance because I believe there should be enough space for me to cast... What's it called? The Wall of Fire.
Yeah.
Boom.
Like here?
Yes, right here, so nobody can escape.
Okay. Wall of Fire. Cast. Now, keep in mind that is a concentration spell, so should you take a hit, you'll need to make a concentration check.
Yep.
Cool? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And also, I feel like I can, because I did it before shape shifting or whatever. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Can I still use my bonus action to wild shape? Okay.
Yes, because remember your mental stats stay the same. You just won't be able to cast anything additional after shapeshifting.
That's why I thought I don't have any additional. So you see Ellie kind of hunch down a little bit as her skin starts getting red and bubbly, and you see kind of this giant scorpion kind of erupt out of her back as she gets bigger and bigger. And I have now a giant scorpion.
You also have additional movement. You've only moved 10 feet.
I'm gonna go here just so I have at least that pillar in front of me.
All right. Grutha, the hill giant female, who seems to be in some semblance of command, starts running in this direction as well. And they're going to run all the way up and engage you, because I think that's 60 feet or less. Let's make sure. Doink, I don't want to cheat. Yeah, okay. You can kind of come up like that. And then the polar bear is going to start running up as well. Can move through friendlies, and we'll run up to here. Work. Okay. And then Nostra will move around 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60 to here. Okay. And then Avala.
All right, let me just 1 second. There we go. All right, I'm gonna just have Avala. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's weird. Avala was like my my dynamic lighting person, so I just kind of ran into a room that was. Oh, that's way worse. Oh boy.
Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna turn off dynamic lighting because
there we go.
It is more problematic sometimes than it needs to be. Doink. Doink. Yeah, global illumination on is fine. All right, so everyone should be able to just see now, right?
Nope.
I'm gonna have Avala just shoot at the giant chief.
Okay.
Well, that makes a lot more sense.
Giant chief is here. Boink.
Let me just. No, my sheets just got really messed up for a second there. There we go.
12 will miss.
All right. All right. I'm gonna have her just. I might as well tell her to back up a little bit. She's gonna go over here, and just stay there, see where she is.
Filbert, yes sir.
Okay. Filbert is going to follow Lawrence's lead and bust through this door. Glance around real quick and decide that he does not need to go after the one that Lawrence is going after, and bolt down here to start engaging with this awful looking fella.
That's the boss. Yeah.
Yeah. That just makes so much sense. Alright.
Hello, Filbert!
I'll get this one, sir!
So Filbert is going to, because it's all still the same day, do a gaping wound attack.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. Swordmaster makes an attack with their signature attack against an adjacent creature. On a hit, the target starts bleeding, takes 1d6 at the start of each of its following turns. All right. So roll the hit.
Okay.
An 11's gonna miss.
Yep.
So it doesn't count as using it until you hit, so you're fine.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice.
Yep.
All right, and Filbert's got just the one, so.
All right. Colin, this will be Nias if Nias is moving independently of Colin.
I had 8 on my initiative.
He shouldn't be. I'm mounted on him.
Okay. All right. So Colin and Rolf are both 8. Both of you can choose who wants to go first.
It's up to you, my man.
I'll go first. I'm going to come over here. That's 25 movement, I believe. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to touch this chieftain here,
Touch it.
and
Is this
I'm
the
going to
chieftain down here?
cast.
Yeah, that is
Yes.
the chieftain down there.
And I'm going to cast Bestow Curse
Okay.
at level 3.
Wisdom saving throw on the chiefy. They have a super high wisdom. I know that's weird for
What?
defense, but he did roll a 17.
Oh my. Ooh.
So that is your spell DC, right?
Exactly my DC.
Yeah.
Fuck, it is, yes.
He's got a +0 and just, top deck 1000 IQ that 17. Bloop.
God bless it. Then that's my turn. There's nothing else I can do.
Silly top deck.
Colin and Nias.
Colin and Nias are going to go bloop, 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 bloop. Well,
And if you're flying, you can be in the same square as Filbert, because
Yeah.
remember, these guys are tall, so...
yeah, so Nias and Colin are in the air. And let's do 1 attack.
Yarp.
9 damage.
16's gonna miss.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Yarp as in.
Oh, I
yeah.
said you wanted. I was affirmatively saying 1 attack. Yeah, but the 17 will hit. That's his AC. Right on the
10
money.
damage.
All right.
25.
Yes. That sounds more like a Colin hit. 25. Does that hit? Yes, it hits. So 3 attacks. Anything else? You still get your bonus action, and I think no movement. I think you might be close to out of movement.
I'm good.
Okay, sweet. Cloud Giant is going to come up over here and cast a spell. I need to look up the rules for it. Lightning. 5.
Ew.
He's going to actually come right up here and cast Lightning Bolt along this line. Here. Hitting Lawrence, Maddie, and Nias. So, sorry. Lawrence, Maddie, and Nias, can you each give me a dexterity saving throw?
All right. I think I'm going to use my inspiration for this save.
Okay.
All right.
Oh boy.
All right. 1 second.
That stinks.
Okay. And I need one for Nias as well, because Nias is going to get hit by this.
Okay. Let me see. Nice.
Okay. So, Lawrence and Nias both take 28 points of damage, and Maddie is going to take 14 halved again to 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or do you take none on a
Yeah.
successful save? You take
Yeah.
none on a successful save. So yeah, you are. You don't take any, Maddie.
Okay.
Oof. Yeah. But Lawrence and Nias both take 28 points of lightning damage as this arcing lightning attack happens. And then Harshnag runs in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to bowl past. Let's see where he can go. He's kind of stuck right there. But he does have reach, so he's going to engage the stone giant. Doink! And hit on a 24. 4. 8. 2d12. Rolled a 1 and a 2. Minus 9. All right. But he does land one good blow into the stone giant before we go back to Maddie.
All right. 5. Maddie's going
With
to...
combat on in round 2. Man, I'm going to tell you, you guys have gotten incredibly efficient because that was a 10-minute round 1 for something like 12 different people.
We're working on it, man.
I'm clapping because you guys are doing great. Yeah. I love it when people know their turns ahead of time and what they're going to do, and so I feel like that deserves to be recognized as well.
Gwa.
All right, I'm going to take a regular shot at just continually trying to pelt the chief. Arrows.
Okay. 26 will hit every day.
All right.
For 30 points.
Yes.
And he looks super screwed up already. Like
Another
Yes.
shot.
Yeah.
The head.
I'm here for this.
Yeah.
15 is not going to hit. Anything else?
Okay. That'll be it.
All right. The stone giant, seeing Harshnag there, goes into this almost rage and starts attacking Harsh instead of you, Lawrence.
They're just like fighting over me. I'm just,
Yeah,
like,
these two enormous beasts are just like going at each other over your head now. Which is actually like, that's kind of a cool scene in my head.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
this is awesome.
And we'll hit him both as he grabs this club and just twice, whack, whack, hits Harshnag across the head. And Harshnag is starting to look a little rough. But that's the stone giant's whole go. So Lawrence, it's up to you.
Okay, so they are distracted-ish. So I'm gonna just take this moment to just bonus action, just healing word myself quietly, so that he doesn't hear me. Yeah. I'm gonna cast that at a slightly higher level because I want to, because I'm slightly hurt. Oh, gross.
Oh no.
Well, you got 9 heal back. You got
That's
9
okay.
off of it.
That's something. Okay, and then I feel slightly bolstered by that, and they're still fighting above my head. So I'm just gonna, kind of kneecap him with the rapier. Hopefully. 19.
19 will hit
Yes.
Fantastic. For
for
damage.
13. Yeah.
And I'll withdraw the rapier from that knee and then go for the other knee. 14.
Oh, 14's not going to hit. As much from knowing that he got hit by you as from changing his combat stance to fight Harshnag, it's this weird like 3-way thing happening right now, where Harshnag in this rage is just kind of going at the stone giant, and the stone giant in this rage and like trying to pay attention to both of you is just kind of going at Harshnag, and you were like, it's just, yeah, it looks so cool in my brain. Hill Giant is interested in you, Lawrence, and is going to stand up here. Actually,
I'm the little
here.
mosquito buzzing around his friend, of course.
Mm-hmm. And we'll take a couple of swipes.
Oh,
Please remind me of your... Actually, I think it's on here. 19, right. Okay, so Great Club attack number 1. Poink! Oh! I am so sorry!
no.
For 38 points of damage on the crit. And Great Club attack number 2. Hits... So, that's a total of 58 plus 7 is 66 points of damage.
I was at 60.
That's rough. Oh.
You see, just this hill giant comes up and just twice down into the ground on Lawrence as Lawrence goes down.
I should have used Inspire on that freaking lightning attack.
Ellie.
Okay.
Okay. I am very Ah.
That's been you this entire session. I am very conflicted.
I'm very conflicted because I can't give you a healing potion right now because I have healing potions while I'm a giant scorpion. However, if I turn back into
access them.
yes, but if I turn back into Eliwick and give you the healing potions, I will not be able to be a giant scorpion again, and I have no spell slots.
And you'll lose concentration on your firewall.
No,
Okay.
you would not lose concentration on the firewall.
Oh, you mean put a potion in me, not cast? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't have any spell slots left. Shit. Also, this is happening super quick, correct? This is like tap, tap, tap.
Yeah, it's all
Okay.
6-second rounds, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to assume I'm looking at this. Ellie's looking at this big guy right here.
Yep.
So she doesn't notice Lawrence, unfortunately, going down behind her.
It's fine. I've got a minion.
I love you.
You do have a minion.
Squire.
Okay, so with my claws, I've got a reach of 5 feet, which I believe is enough to hit this dude right here. And I'm gonna use
Yep.
my claw. 20.
20's gonna hit.
Okay. Also, that's going to
They're
be
now
5
grappled.
And then if you want to escape, it's a DC of 12 that you have to.
Yep. For 5 points of damage.
Yep. Okay, then I'm going to use another claw attack on this guy. Another
It's gonna
20.
hit.
All right, that's going to be 8 points of
8?
bludgeoning damage. And then as a finer, I'm going to use the stinger.
All right, so you have advantage on this.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because I got 19.
Yeah, the 19's going to hit, but you might crit, so roll again just to see.
Okay. Yeah,
You did not crit.
it's fine.
Yeah, milk every roll out of this you can for
Yes.
25 damage. As I envision this as you're like, leg, and they're like, no! And you're like, into their chest. Yeah.
So that 20 is poison damage, and the 5 is just regular piercing damage. And also, this guy is now grappled.
Yes. In fact, because you have grappled twice, I'm going to call that you're going to have advantage on future attacks until such time as they break out of the grapple.
Gotcha.
Because that is cooler to me than just having one grapple happen, right?
Yeah, what I imagine now is that I have him in one claw, and he's kind of like trying to struggle out of this claw, so I kind of pierced him, and then it leaves it to like, so he's still, so I can just kind of keep going at him.
But it is her go, Lady Chief Gertha,
Bertha.
or Chief's wife Gertha, and so she is going to attempt to break out on a strength check, and it's a DC 12. They have a pretty high strength, but doesn't on a 9. And so will be at disadvantage on their 2 attacks against you in form of. So we'll roll a 14. Does a 14 hit a giant spider or a giant scorpion?
No.
Okay, and then their second attack is a 14. So no, both of them misses. They just kind of whank off your carapace as she's trying to like get herself out of this thing. Polar Bear gets to go, and we'll just bite. Polar Bear's got a Rolf right in front of them, so Polar Bear's just gonna Rolf.
Rolf!
It's 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claws. Bite, claws.
I dare you.
So it's going to be no flanking. So it's going to be a miss and a miss. It's the Chiefs go. Doink. Chief is going to swing at. You're all terrifying to him, but I think Colin and Colin's bird are up in his face, so he's probably going to swing at Colin. He'll make 2 great axe attacks. Wink, 1. For 15's not going to hit.
Nope.
2. 22? I think that hits you, right?
It does, and I'll take it.
Okay. All right, 29 points of damage.
Okay.
As the first one, you're able to dive down behind. The second one, the blade just comes right into your shoulder. Your armor takes the brunt of it, but you definitely felt that. Avala.
All right. She comes up here. What does Filbert look like at this moment?
Filbert's fine, but Filbert has seen Sir Lawrence go down, and so probably looks like he's about ready to go bolt over.
All right, Avala, so then try and
Fire,
give Filbert some cover. Try and make a longbow attack, please.
Nope. Wait, on who was that? On Nostra?
Yeah, you're still going for Nostra, yeah.
Yeah, nope. Yeah, the. All right.
Anything
Anything else from Avala? Okay,
That'll be
Filbert.
As much as Britt feels like this is immensely selfish, Filbert is a trained squire, and
Yes.
so I feel like Filbert would rush over to Lawrence too.
100%. He will incur at least 1 attack of opportunity along the way.
I think 2 actually. So yeah, I'm gonna just scurry over to Lawrence and cry.
Okay. So your best bet is going to be, I want to figure out how to do this. Yeah, because you're actually under the table where the Hill Giant Sergeant is, so he doesn't even see you. You're only going to get the attack of opportunity from, hang on, I want to make sure this is as fair as possible. 5, 10, 15, moving through friendly 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you can make it there with only getting the attack from Nostra.
Okay, yeah, so I feel like Filbert is disengaging from the guy, running, booking it underneath that table, and shoving a potion in my mouth.
He does get hit for 25 points of damage.
Which means that because he's a follower, he just gets...
He loses his first hit.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool. I have, where it is, we have those 4 potions of greater healing that we have at the beginning, so 44 plus 4.
$12 points of healing go into Filbert, or into Lawrence, who does not have to make a death saving throw this turn.
Plus the 4, I think, so that's 16.
Yeah, so 16 points, yep.
Okay, and that's Filbert's
I've
turn.
got you, sir! Boink! And then Colin or Rolf, whoever wants to go first.
I'll attack. I'll do 1 attack
Hits.
for 14.
Okay.
2 attack.
Looking pretty bad. Misses. Yep.
And then
Hits.
for 9.
All right. He is looking on his last legs. He's still up, but he's got your hacks through him. He's got Filbert's hits on him. He's got arrows sticking out of him. He's, like, really surprised. He's, like, yelling for more people to come over to help him out, but everybody seems to be engaged. Rolf.
I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement to go over here.
Okay,
I'll
you will
take
incur
whatever
2 attacks of opportunity.
3, I think. Okay.
Well, Nosner already used his reaction, so he can't. But the polar bear and the hill giant can. The hill giant sergeant. So the polar bear will take a bite at you. And then the hill giant sergeant will take a swipe at you.
Hits.
So that'll be just the 1 for 9 points of damage. As you get
Okay.
ankle bitten on the way.
And as I do so, I will call out,
There is no help for you, for any of you.
and I will cast Spirit Guardians at level 6.
Okay.
And any creature who starts their turn in here will have
Is
to
it-
make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, 15,
It's basically,
16.
yeah, it's a lot of people.
Yeah, you got it. You got all 4 of them there. So which when they start their turn in it. So I will put a
All
marker
5,
on.
I think,
Who's the 5th
because
one?
there's this guy right here.
1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4. 1.
I see 5 because I hit the
Oh,
corner
he's not
of.
there. Bloop. Yeah, sorry, he's actually not there.
Oh!
He's not there.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
none of these guys are here.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Yeah. They're underneath the name for me, so they look grayed out, and so I thought they were on the GM layer. But they're
Oh, I
not.
see,
They're
I see.
clearly there. Okay, yeah. So they're not actually there. So you're gonna get the 4 of them, and I'll mark that on there so I remember. And also, please remind me so that I don't cheat you out of and mark down 11 points of damage so we remember what they will take.
I have to roll 3 more because it's level 6.
Okay.
So
we're
22 points.
Okay, so 22 points. Of
Yeah,
damage. All right.
it's
That's
kind
good.
of poopy.
22 is good, man. Anything
Yay.
else? No. Okay.
Nope.
Cloud Giant. Seeing you cast is going to come over and not cast this turn and just try and hit you real hard. But he does need to start by making a wisdom saving throw, which they actually have a relatively high wisdom saving throw. But a 15 is not enough, so he'll start by taking 22 damage.
All right.
As he pulls this morning star off of his belt, and just to you it's like a giant spiked boulder coming down to try and crush you with 2 attacks. First attack is a 25.
I dare you.
Whoa.
First attack's gonna hit on a 25.
dared him.
You did for
Yeah.
22 points of damage. Second attack is on a 31. Cloud Giants are for real, yo. For 26
Oh my
points
God.
of damage.
40.
Yes, it'll be a total
Okay,
of
that's
48.
okay. That hurt a lot.
Yeah. Then it's Harshnag.
Wow. Oh my god.
It's gonna take 2 swipes at the stone giant. 1, 2. Do it. Both are gonna hit. First hit. Second hit. For a total of 50 points of damage. Wow. He just
So,
lays into this.
Those were. So who? Wow. Okay. I'm very glad.
I didn't bring you into this unprepared. I brought you guys help. Maddie.
This is good.
All right, Maddie's going to make her way closer. She's going to notch a shot with tears in her eyes, and she's going to loose regular shot at this chief.
With tears in her eyes?
Yeah, she's for hot look. She yells at the
yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, awesome. And remember, you
Second
each have a
one?
point of inspiration as well to use.
I will use that.
Okay.
Just for the second shot.
Okay.
17.
17's going to do it. How does the chief of this keep die?
Just kind of as it just swings around, she just like kind of like lowers herself, aims up, loosens a notch, just right under here, the soft part into its brain.
Yeah.
And it falls.
And your first shot missing, and you just with this frustration, thinking about what happened those years ago, you pull out your second shot and you take the breath, and you just let it go, and there's just this moment of perfection in action as the arrow flies up through Chief Nosnera, and you actually see it embed itself, and a little bit of the tip come out the top of him as he screams and falls to the ground dead.
You just hear Manny just kind of just stand up like, your chief is dead. Stand down or die like he did.
Nice. Stone Giant. Super mad at Harshnag is gonna hit him. And go ahead and make me a persuasion check. With advantage, due to the fact that you just killed his. He's gonna do some damage himself. So that's 2 hits down on Harshi. 1, 2. Alright. Okay. Remind me at the top of the round.
Okay.
But it is Lawrence's go. Lawrence, you're technically prone, but can get up.
Okay, well, I mean, the first thing Lawrence is going to do after he's opened his eyes and realized the situation that he's in is just because he feels so crappy, is cast Healing Word on himself at the highest level that I can.
Okay.
It's a bonus action. Ugh. That's okay.
Everything hurts. Yeah, 12 is better than 0.
I've been paid. Okay. And then I'm going to stand up and, if possible, get underneath the table with Filbert so that I am in a better position for stabbing afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. So your healing word is a bonus action. If you move, we can say you are underneath the table while this hill giant sergeant is standing on top of it. You are still within striking distance of the stone giant.
Oh, I'm getting my systems mixed up. Cool. Yes.
You good?
So, yes, then I will attack.
Yep, and you have
I
2
want
attacks.
to try to kneecap that guy again.
Yeah.
With my flame tongue rapier. Oh, yes. I feel good about that.
How do you kill this guy who almost recently just killed you?
Well, since I said I was going for the knee, I really want it to be just like the most graceless death possible, where just like I just stab him in the knee and he just like crumples, but because he's right next to the table, he crumples and smacks his head on the corner of the table and then just dies.
You pierce an artery as you come up into his knee, and there's this gout of blood, and for a moment he screams, and then his legs go weak. He falls, one knee down, he falls to the side, clangs his head against the corner of the table, and falls to the ground dead. Nicely done. So the Hill Giant Sergeant, now you two are... The Hill Giant Sergeant is going to step off of this, and pick it up and attempt to slam it down on both of you, the table.
Oh no!
And this will be...
Is he in my Spirit Guardians?
Oh, he is. He needs to start by making a wisdom saving throw. Thank you for the reminder. They do not have a great wisdom, them Hills Giants. No. Alright, so he starts by taking 22 points of damage. Minus 22. Alright. And then he's going to do that thing, and we'll just call it a Great Club attack on each of you because it feels appropriate. So that the first one is on Lawrence for 17. You have a 19 AC, so that's not going to work. Second one is on Filbert for a 23. So Filbert takes a second hit.
Okay.
He's got 3, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Ellie.
I've got this lady grappled. I'm a keep whacking at her.
You get advantage on these attacks.
Boom. Oh,
20 is going to hit. That's okay.
No, that's not what I meant. So that's going to be 4 bludgeoning damage. Let me switch to advantage. So it just shows up. Thank you. 15?
I don't even... Oh, there it is. 15. 15 is going to hit, yes.
Cool beans! 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice. That's a legit hit. Okay. And then tail.
Nat
20.
The
crit.
Yes.
So, what, did you max out on the...
My God.
Interesting. Look at all that. All right, so 12, 22, 32, 39, 46 points of damage. You know what? Just tell me how the wife of the chief of this Hill Giant clan dies.
I'm imagining this wife just kind of saw the chief die, so she's like, and I'm grappled by this thing. So I just got her in my giant pincer, so I'm stabbing, and all of a sudden you see the pincer kind of like go through her heart, like embeds itself in her chest and kind of rips out, and she just kind of goes slack as I drop her.
Awesome. Yeah, just this single pierce, and there's a quick and she goes limp in your claws as you and it was her go, so it's no longer her go. Polar Bear can't actually reach Colin and Nias, but can kind of come around and reach Maddie underneath, and so we'll come after Maddie.
And has disadvantage.
Good reminder. So it's going to be 1 claw, 1 bite. Claw.
Okay.
So it's going to be 11, and then the 18 will probably hit, right? So for 15 points of damage.
Okay. And I will uncanny dodge half that.
Okay. So that will be down to 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Sweet. Chief Nostra is dead, so we'll pull him off the thing. It is Avala's go.
All right. So Avala is just sees Filbert over there, and she's going to run on over 5, 10, 15. Give him a greater healing potion.
Okay.
And then kind of back up again.
A greater healing potion will heal both of Filbert's wounds.
Okay.
Sweet.
I love both of them. They make me smile. They're so protective of each other.
They're great. I love the way you guys play them as well, with the way their actions take. So it's going to be... I know. Well, you guys are level of 16, 15, 13. 13, right?
11.
11.
I know math.
You haven't given us a level up.
Yeah,
I know. This is a milestone game, and your level up is actually coming after this, probably, as long as you survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you survive.
That was my level up dance, by the way.
All right. So Filbert's go.
Go get him.
Filbertha, go. Filbart.
I know. I wasn't expecting
Filbert.
because I'm like underneath a table. We were on a really good track. So he picked up the table, and is it now like on top of us?
Yeah, he kind of broke it, and like he comes down and slams on you, and it kind of splinters, right?
Okay,
but it's not
so,
like, yeah.
But now he's like in front of us.
He is in front of you. Yeah, you are now officially engaged with him.
Okay, so Filbert, being bolstered by Avala's actions, with a little smile on his face, will just rush over to the giant and make an attack.
You saved
right.
Filbert!
Fuck!
Yeah, that is absolutely that's a hard miss on Filbert.
Filbert can't hit the fucking broadside of a bard.
Not today, sir. Sorry. Cullen or Rolf?
Colin is gonna go over to Rolf.
Hi.
And we're going to smack
Smacked.
for 15. Schmack.
15. Schmacked.
16. You said misses.
16 hits the stone giant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it didn't
sh-
hit the other guy. Yeah.
So that's 30, and then 15.
Hits.
So 39 points of damage.
Yeah. Gotcha. Sweet. And then Rolf.
Let's try this once more. Bestow curse on the
Clued giant.
clued.
The wisdom saving throw.
Give me that wisdom.
He rolled at a 12. Yeah, he doesn't have advantage or anything. So well, the target is Chris, your attacks deal an extra 1d8 necrotic damage. Okay.
No, actually, I get to choose the curse effect.
Oh, what is it?
He has to make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of his turns, and if it fails, he wastes his action doing nothing.
Nice. Okay, and it's a DC 17 wisdom saving throw.
Yes,
It is his go right now, so he's going to make that wisdom saving throw because he pretty much wants to get the fuck out of here. He fails, so he wastes his turn. Harshnag's going to come striding up and around and take some swipes at him as well, because he's the biggest threat in the room right now. And we'll take his great axe attack, and we'll hit on a 16 for 21 points of damage. And then it's back around to Maddie, but at the top... Oh, wait, he also takes 22 points of damage. He has to take a second wisdom saving throw. I forgot. Which he fails. He takes 22 more points of damage from your Spirit Guardians. And then that's him. Okay. Cool. Then Stone Giant is dead, so we'll take him off the tracker. Maddie, it's her go.
All right. Just reminding about the perception thing I rolled at the top of the round.
Oh, yeah.
Persuasion. Persuasion.
Thank you for reminding me. You see a number of the hill giants start to break and run. Okay. This sergeant seems stuck in and frenzied, and it looks like the orcs are starting to chase after them, and a number of them have like broken off away where you can't really see them anymore, but it seems like the fight is either moving off or hill giants are running away, trying to run away at the very least.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Run into my firewall.
Some of them definitely run through it and take the damage, and as they try to escape. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage from this bear.
Cunning action.
Get in front of Vala, and then I'm going to try and take 2 shots at this polar bear.
Bring it.
All right, polar bear. 1d8.
Okay, well,
Oof.
the first one's going to hit. And the second one's also going to hit on a 19, right?
Yeah.
So the first one is a 18? 18.
Oh,
Second
sorry.
one is,
yeah, there we go.
second one is a 13. All right. After 2 shots, this thing looks beat up. Like, this was obviously somebody's pet or something. And he's not doing super
All right,
well.
the second shot has a... Oh, sorry, I forgot to put a Colossus Slayer on the second shot.
Get it. For 1 more
extra
point of damage. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Stand there. I'll kind of just like stand between Avala and this bear.
Okay. Lawrence.
Lawrence is still just trying to, get his brain back a little bit. So, primary thing is going to be healing word myself. I'm being real selfish with my spells. Sorry.
Respect.
All right.
I
Go
get
for 10 more points.
All right. Almost half. And is then a little bit more clear-headed, going to wheel around the thing that just hit him with a frickin' table and stab.
Get him.
20, every day, 20. Do it.
boom.
21 damage.
21 points of damage.
And then
Kill it.
stab again, because that worked real well.
Yeah, that
Stab
hits.
with fire.
For 20.
For another 20. Nice. Woof. All right. And anything else? You do any bonus action? Do you have
That
any
was it. That
movement?
was
All right.
bonus. I don't want to move because I don't want to get attacked.
He is grumpy at you. And so he will take 2 swipes at you back.
Cool.
Sweet, sweet. Cool. First one for 15 is going to miss. Second one for 17 is going to miss, correct?
Yay!
Yeah, okay. So both of them just straight up. You're able to dodge out of the way deftly as it's Ellie's go.
Okay, so my giant scorpion, having killed this thing, is looking around for the nearest target. So she's gonna kind of go over here. Grab a minute of 20 feet. I just want to make sure it's good. Or 40 feet, excuse me.
Oh, and thank you for the raid tales from the Grim. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, I didn't even realize.
Sorry, I was so focused on combat I didn't get to show you any love, but love to you.
This is crazy.
So I'm gonna be within here, and I'm going to try to grapple this storm dude.
Do you have reach?
5 feet of reach.
So 5 feet of reach is not enough to grab him, because 5 feet is normal. That would put you just in front of you.
Okay, can I go forward? Do I have enough room to go forward?
You don't.
here?
Technically, you can't even be in that space because you can't
Oh,
fight
shit.
in the same space as a friendly person. You can only move through the same space as a friendly person.
Well, never mind then. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do any of that. If I actually no. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Sorry, I lied. That's not what I'm gonna do.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm going to. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure that I can. Oh, perfect. Yes, thank you. 30
Yep.
feet. That I can move. I'm gonna go over here. Just gonna hop on the table. Just gonna.
Table's just a splintered pile of table now, sadly.
Well, I'm going to not do that. I'm going to
Okay.
climb over this pile. And I'm going to try to grapple this stupid hill giant thingy majigger.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. That thing.
Giant scorpions are cool, by the way. They're one of my favorite monsters.
I'm super enjoying this. I don't have advantage anymore, so I don't
You
know
do not, but a 22 will still hit because we always read the first one.
Cool beans.
Yeah, for
So
5.
that's 5.
But grappled.
Yes, if you escape the DC.
Yeah,
First
the
go.
escape happens on his turn.
Gotcha.
So 16 is going to hit as well.
With
For
7. And then a stung.
then the sweet, sweet taste of poison.
Oh,
Ska! For 20. Nice.
And
Well done.
That will end my turn.
All right. What is the polar bear doing? The polar bear sees you defending Avala. It's a beast. It's going to go forward, and it's actually going to come around like this because it would need to squeeze in that space, and that would give it disadvantage, and it's smarter than that. So, okay, polar bear, 2 attacks on you. Claw, bite. Let's see,
I
claw
did
for
fine.
12, bite
First,
for
second.
26. Oh, go ahead.
yep. Yep.
Yeah, just a 7 this time.
Yep. I'll take that.
Yep. Excellent. And that's it for the bear, who looks mostly sad that his master's dead and is just figures it should die along with it or something. But Avala, seeing this thing, big bear. Okay.
All right. She's gonna just kind of like just panic, take a shot at this thing. Just
With disadvantage in melee, though.
yep. All right. Like just set this up.
Okay. 13 is hits.
Oh, jeez. Poof.
Because I think it's Avala's first kill.
It is her. I think it's her first kill. Terrible bear.
How does Avala take the bear out? What does that look like?
She just kind of like, it's very fast what she does. She just kind of like, partially on instinct, just kind of brings the bow and just like lets it loose and just kind of like is anticipating that bear, like the attack to come next second, and it's just like it doesn't come and this bear is dead.
Awesome. Yeah, so it's just this quick flash of like almost elven grace, because actually it's an elf. So elven grace, as the arrow flashes into its eye and it's put down in an instant. It just goes down. She looks over at you. Oh gosh. Okay.
He just kind of smiles at her and just kind of pats her on the, kind of shakes her shoulder.
Good. Yeah, Filbert.
Okay, before I say anything, how old is Avala?
Well, it's like what? She's like 12?
She's like 14, like 12 to 14. Yeah, it's indiscriminate early teens.
Can we go to
How old
14
is-
just to make it a bit less awkward? I feel like 12 is young for me to.
We can go to 14. We can absolutely make her 14. Yes.
Okay, and how old is Filbert?
Can we say
He's
14,
your
15?
squire, so he's between 16 and 18.
We'll go with 16. A
I'm gonna
young.
go with 16.
Because you need to
very
ship that.
young-
You just need to ship it. I understand.
Very much love on the battlefield time.
Okay,
Yeah.
So with that information, Filbert is going to have been just briefly distracted by seeing Avala threatened by the polar bear and then take it out. So he feels great. This is great. He's gonna get a goofy smile on his face and attack the giant that's in front of him.
Aw.
For 18!
18's gonna hit.
Finally!
They're all yes.
Sorry, scream.
For 12?
damage.
It needs to happen for story reasons. So how, after Avala takes out the bear, because you guys have the advantage in this combat, so I think the story is more important here. How does Filbert, after seeing Avala take out the bear, how does Filbert take out the hill giant sergeant?
So yeah, aforementioned goofy ass smile. So then he almost casually attacks this thing, just because he's not been doing super well. But she's cute. She just killed something. So just like maybe not even like with the right hand, just kind of like smacks at it because he's expecting Lawrence to take the thing out, and then just like inexplicably it falls, and it's so surprising to him that he jumps. And does not look cool.
Oh gosh, that worked. Excellent. And it goes down nonchalantly as Filbert tries to impress his crush. He takes down the hill giant sergeant, and all that is remaining for Colin and Rolf is this storm giant standing in front of them, kind of stunned due to the geesh you put on it, right, or whatever
What?
the curse,
Like-
yeah.
Oh.
So does the curse do anything to make him easier to hit?
No, he just doesn't take.
By
his
the way,
action.
my spirit guardians is gone.
Okay.
Oh, is it? Spirit Guardians is
Yeah.
grouped.
It's concentration.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So 20?
Yes.
7. Oh, what? 28?
Yes.
15.
Nice.
23?
Of course.
12.
12. It's just a big sack of hit points, apparently. You keep cutting into him, and he looks terrified, like he's trying to get out of here. Like he wants to leave and is just unable to, as you're just cutting into him.
There is
Anything
no
else?
escape.
No, there's nothing else.
Okay.
I would
Rolf.
like to give my giant slayer axe a swing.
Do it. Well, that's not going to work.
Inspiration!
Inspiration! Roll again. Still misses. I am sorry. Okay.
I give him my inspiration.
So he can
No.
use that next turn. You sadly cannot inspiration. However, he's going to make his wisdom check and gets a 20. And you see him go, ah! And he like grabs this medallion on his chest and he disappears.
Asshole!
Coward.
And as the combat comes to a close, around you, you see orcs just stabbing into the either lifeless, near lifeless, or certainly soon about to die bodies of a number of hill giants, and more orcs running to chase off after those who are retreating. You have taken Pregmere Keep. And you each gain a level. And you did it all with very few losses. thanks to
feel
your
the
skill check.
power coursing through my veins.
So this is where we will close for the day.
Oh.
I will have loot for you guys in chat, and I'll let the chat know next week what loot. I'll let the stream know next week what the loot is. But I've got a couple of random tables, and I got a couple other things I want to give you guys. I just want to make sure everything's right. But for now, you are now level 12. Congratulations, as you have hit your milestone. And with that, let's just go around and get Knight's impressions from the team, starting with Shauna.
Wow, that was an emotional episode, like just beginning to end. I'm adrenaline high right now. I just don't know what to do. I'm glad we all survived. This was a big fight, and I'm glad the kids survived. That's my favorite thing.
You guys survived in large part due to the way that you did your rolls. So
Yeah.
just to let you know, there were 14 dire wolves sitting outside the door that, thanks to your stealth roll, you were able to get your team to distract and have get pulled off. There were a total of 2 other cloud giants, 1 other stone giant, 8 other hill giants, 10 half giants, and then a number of other shit in here that could have been in this battle had you guys not taken the course that you did in terms of like using the orcs smartly, getting everybody fired up, healing more people, talking through it, and like having like a smart plan for how to distract folk. It was your choices that allowed this battle to happen the way it did. Just to let you know that. Like, this could have gone incredibly poorly had you not taken the moment to plan and talk through it.
Thick, Lou, thick, Lou, thick.
Oh god, that was wonderful.
But yeah, sweet. Colin. Oh wait, shout yourself out. Where do we find you? What other stuff do you do?
I'm Flying Cirrus on Twitter. Other games I'm on Acton Cthulhu on Encounter Roleplay at 5 p.m. Eastern time, and that's a 2d20 system. And
did we lose?
We have a little corgi. And that's pretty much it. Thanks. Thank you, Falk. This was a wonderful, wonderful set. I'm gonna be a while for adrenaline high off this.
Yeah, I'm glad you had fun. I really am. That's that is my goal and my hope is that the players have fun during these. Colin.
Hi, my name is Zippy Zippo. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I also do a bunch of other tabletop RPGs around the Twitchverse. On Mondays, I'm here on Liberation of Geoff. On Wednesdays, I am here for Morning Guidance Path to the Plains. Saturdays, I do the Continental Divide with Katie Face. And Sundays, I am on Encounter Roleplay for their Young Heroes of Fate, where I play Riley Rorick, the bully.
Nice. Thoughts on the day's session?
Pretty good. I liked killing things. I liked doing my role. Big
Sweet.
Damage. Yeah,
big damage. Big consistent damage is important against giants. So it's lucky we have you. Abby.
I am very, very impressed with not only how like the combat has gotten like easier and more engaging, and it like continues to flow more. And I'm not a big combat person. I'm starting to really enjoy combat in this game, like A+. But also I love how throughout how we're playing, it seems like the characters are growing more and our character interactions are getting. I love today's session. You guys are all awesome. I loved having a conversation with Madeline. Oh my goodness. It was my favorite. I loved Zippy's little part where he's like comes back from killing all the things, like that was amazing. I feel like this is better than coitus or whatever the fuck.
Coitus.
Whatever the fuck you said. Everybody just had such spot on moments, and they continue to happen. So, and this is still early on in the campaign. Like, I'm very, very lucky to get to play with all of you guys. So, thank you. You can find me at Abigator Frenzy at Twitter and on Twitch. I don't really stream anymore, but you can also find me here. Starting in February, we're back with The Dying Kingdom here Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see what else. You can find me at on the Forefronts channel on Saturdays with the no, that's gonna be on Welcome on the RPGs channel, right? Saturdays with Quagoths. If you want to see me, an awesome queer Quagoth who may or may not be a Thonot, you come and you see. Also, eventually, Ford and I will do the podcast talk show. We'll get that back up, Queers and Quagoths. And also on Sunday, we do a 4E World War I thing. Just follow me on the Twitter. There's lots of stuff going on. I love you all. Thank you.
Awesome.
That's all
Rolf.
for me.
4.
And I play Rolf, and I am 4, and you can find me here, as you see, on Monday. Jesus Christ. I'm a horse groom, so I tire easily when I go for this long a time. Oh man, it's so great. I was certain that I was going to have to retire Rolf via death, but I'm glad that Luthic is. Well, I'm glad that Luthic is. Let's just say that.
Luthic is pain. Luthic isn't death. Luthic is pain.
Yeah. So.
Childbirth.
Yeah, yo. Let's tell you where you can find me. On Mondays, you can see me on Encounter Roleplay at 11 a.m. EST, running Mouse Guard, the Year of the Bear. And you can also find me on basically everything Abigator said, I'll repeat. You can find me at both of those places. That's really all I have for you right now because, gosh darn, I'm trying to do other things, but I'm so tired.
You're
This session tired me out.
I'm glad. I'm glad we could tire you out.
I'm tired. I had a blast though.
Oh, good. Britt.
Okay, I think I really liked how I feel like we're constantly in the middle of shifting little chunks of groups. I spent a long time in the first couple of games being on the side of Maddie and Ellie, defending them and being team dad or whatever. And then this time I had to do something that was not what they wanted, and I was on the side of Colin, and what? But then I had to smack him, or I smacked him first. I don't remember. It's been interpersonal drama. I've really enjoyed that part, but I also really like how tense the combat is. I don't really enjoy games if it's only comba. I don't even know what word I tried to make there. If it's only combat and no talking, or only talking, I really like that it's been a very good mix of tense everything.
Yeah, and so I was actually thinking about this. Where can we find you? And I'll just give my clothing thoughts. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, tomorrow, Tuesdays, 1 p.m. EST, Pro Restarters channel, where it's tomorrow's session 0 of our Dungeon World game that we're starting. Wednesday nights, I am on Encounter with Little Busters, a Tales from the Loop game, GM'd by Nomadic. Thursday now, the podcast Heroes of the Hydean Way. It's a Star Wars podcast. I just joined the cast a couple months ago, but my first episode is dropping on Thursday. You can hear me all awkward from 3 months ago. And this Saturday I'm helping out with a one shot. It's 11 p.m. on Saturday. I'm gonna die. It's a new GM game on Scraticus. I don't actually know that much about it, but I'll be there. I'm very tired.
Cool.
I think that's it. Oh, I did have one more thing I had to say.
No, do your thing.
Greyhawk channel. We have a Discord server, and I'm one of the admins, and you get access to the Discord server if you join our Patreon or if you subscribe to the Twitch thing. Either of those things will get you over there, and you can come chat with us. We've got a spot where you can chat about this if you like us and want to chat with us about this, and we're on there all the time. And yeah, Discord.
Sweet. Yeah, so just real quick, because I don't want to. We're going right up to the end here. I have a philosophy on higher level campaigns where you don't care that much about the little combats, right? Like we could have run the little combats that happened in the dungeon after the orcs broke free and all that stuff, but you're level 11, man, and there are like troglodytes and stuff, and there are like 50 orcs down there. So you want the meaningful, impactful moments of the story, right? Once you get up into tier 3 and tier 4, and so that's kind of what I build the encounters around, is making sure that like the combats you're in, they may be big, all be big set piece combats, because why play the little things when you have the powers like that, right? Like there are times when you want to like run down resources, and we got you there even having big set piece battles in this one, right? So I think you can do it in a way where you have like meaningful fights without having to be like, oh, you fight 4 troglodytes and you're level 11, or oh, look, it's 2 hill giants and you're level 11, and how much fun is that? It's not, right? You want to do big, flashy, like storytelling, important fights, and so that's kind of how I build my later level, like tier 3 and tier 4 encounters. And so I'm glad that is well received by you guys as players, and that seems fun and engaging and tense, because that's the hope. Okay, hey, I'm Sean. I'm the DM for this game. I'm also at Throck Plays on Twitter. I am the co-founder at Welcome Party RPG, and you can find me there on Friday nights at 9 p.m. running our Dungeon Heist campaign, Dragon Dark Days, at 1 p.m. on Sundays running our Warhammer Fantasy campaign, and of course here, and for this amazing group of people. And then on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. For a limited duration, we're running a Vampire the Masquerade Noir. 3 campaigns all interlinked with each other. That's a lot of fun. And so it's a good time. So I hope you come and check us out. We are not going to have game next week because I am going to be out of town cutting my first voiceover demo. So I'm very excited about that. But we will be back the week after that, 100% for sure, with the next episode of Liberation of Geoff. We're gonna go raid because and Brit's on a sticker, which is pretty cool. But we're actually gonna go raid my dearly beloved channel because they happen to be running right now the premiere of their new superhero game, and so I thought we could go say hi. We should all go give a big amount of Greyhawk love to Welcome to the Party. And just go say hi. If you have amazing emotes or anything like that, just give the big raid love as we go. But we're out. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'm looking at the stream and I'm gonna go. What? It's still me. There we go. All right, rating. Doink.
Oh my god. Woo.